How do I have another ad on Twitch? I've just watched 4 consecutive ads.
Hello, everybody, and welcome
used to
to
5, idiot.
Ignition Point, a mostly weekly Dungeons and Dragons stream.
Mostly.
I mean,
Somewhat
we
weekly.
did miss last week because I had work commitments, and apparently you can't run a D&D game without the DM, apparently. So, yay!
Dude, you should have made it a one-shot and just pick someone the night, like literally like 5 minutes before launch.
You're
like,
running
join
it.
in. Yeah.
Well,
we all
Ties
joined
the
in.
DM.
You started as normal, and you're like, anyway, I've got to go. So, Steve, you're in charge, and she just fucking DCs, and you've got to tell a story, Steve.
well, we do have a potential idea floating around that we're going to get the significant others to play other people's characters, and Steve's going to run the game. So
I thought I agreed to that.
yeah, so
It was a while ago.
if anyone would like to see that, you all have to bully Clint because Clint is the one that's saying no.
I like that I didn't say no, but I also had no idea this was a thing. So.
Yeah, no, because he wasn't here.
This is what happens when you miss.
Congratulations,
This is
bro.
what happens when you miss business meetings. However, if you like what we do
Steve.
and you aren't following us, please hit the follow button because it would be great to have you here with us. If you're able to, if you'd like to, hit the subscribe button as well because it would be great to have you as part of the little ghosty, spooky community. Hello, Crumbs. It's great to have you here. Love having you here. It's great.
And our favourite Twitchy that watches us.
I know.
Psycho 117.
Exactly.
Is it bad that I read that as being sexual for a second there? I was like, what the fuck is
What?
that?
For anyone who
Oh,
wants
but
to know, you can also catch us over on YouTube, on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow. If you want to catch up on any of this stuff, or you just want to leave some comments for the boys or whatever, just let me know, and I will pass on the messages and things like that. If you like the setting, if the world setting of Avani that we tend to play in, you want to see more of it. If you liked what was in State of Anarchy, starting this Saturday, we have Equinox. So join us over there to see what shenanigans Kevin, Steve,
Going on Foxtrot
Clint.
Delta.
are going to be encountering as their new characters. Hello, thank you, Foxtrot. It's great to have you here. So,
Cal and Doc are too busy to transfer over into another dimension.
Yeah, we're
well, I
looking at
mean,
our own game.
it would have been in the same time frame, so he legitimately could have played Blake because Bosco is Vampire Raccoon. Bosco is actually acting as
Vampire Raccoon.
Yep.
Well,
Bosco's got a lot of character arts. There's a lot of balls up in the air, and he
Well,
does not know how to juggle.
You obviously don't know this, Ty, just as a little side note, but Craig is actually playing in that one initially as an adversary to the group, and Bosco is his right-hand man. So,
God. Oh no, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
You're
At it
gonna
again.
need a right hand man.
so if you want to see that and you want to see more of Rosewood and Dusty,
Oh, Andrew's there.
Yep.
Love Andrew.
yep.
he's our friend now. Fuck you.
No,
he
Andrew-
is our friend now, bitch.
Andrew messaged me very specifically. He's like, out of all the people in the world, I hate Kevin. And he's like, this is the only person I have a problem with.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
So now that
I
we
was like,
have.
Kevin has a problem with everyone in the world, so it's all right.
Now that we've done all of that, the only other little info, side note that we need to make is for all of our wonderful watchers who don't know, this previous weekend, Kevin got married. So congratulations for Kevin. So we
The
are
man can fuck the Lord. You
Nice.
can't stop him.
we're very proud
I
of
can't
him.
believe he said that to me in the venue.
We believed at him. So
It was good.
and apparently Steve gave a wonderful best man speech, so congrats.
Well, half a one.
Hey, no, it was a good speech. I mean,
Rousing.
it really hinged on alcoholism when every single speech ended with, all right, let's have a toast.
Yeah,
Have a drink.
I
that
don't
was,
I get the impression, Ty, that you haven't been to a lot of weddings then. That's
Nope.
No, it's because we didn't do the speeches at our tables. We had a slight change of where we were standing, so no one had any alcohol. But every speech ended with "Let's all toast to this," and it's like, well, no one's got any drinks.
There are like 6 people in the crowd had a beer in their hand.
And
Okay.
I did something my wife was not happy with, because in her speech when she mentioned me, I went,
Yeah.
she was like, I asked you not to do that.
Nate was like, "Is it too late to divorce?"
Hey, I've read
She
stories.
chose that.
I have read stories of women who have divorced their husbands for smashing their cake in their face. So,
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
not uncommon.
Let me do the recap.
yes, go for the recap,
All
Kevin.
our lovely viewers watching at home, I wasn't here last session, so I have someone else's notes, and I'm just going to try and figure out what they mean. Alright, last session, Gotti did the recap.
Yeah, he's on fire so far.
Hudson's comic got
100%
burnt.
accurate.
Hudson's comic did
Oh.
get burnt.
He was a
Hudson
bit sad.
also refused to immediately resort to violence. Cal slapped Hito invisible.
This is fucking great.
I haven't seen the episode as well, so this is all new.
Yeah. Roll with it.
Budge was fully convinced that Hito died. Kasiki gave us exposition. It does not say what the exposition was. It just said that we got
Exposition.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
Hito went to spy on Kasaburai. He heard about stuff being found north of the oasis.
Steve, all I'm going to say is when you said you gave him notes, I'm like, oh, cool, he's got this. Like,
He has got this.
This one is probably my favorite. Old mate saw Cal's desert incident.
Jeez, I want you to know, this is how I write my notes every week.
This is similar to how I write notes too, Steve.
I'm just
very
how-
fast.
the problem is you're there to actually experience what happened, so you have context.
Yeah.
Kevin
I'm
might have
one third of the way through these notes.
Can I just quickly say I think this is how we should do notes every week. We should swap notes and out of context do the notes.
I think it's good value.
It's brilliant. The
Alright,
best part is that
I'm
he's
ready.
written parts that Budge wasn't there for, so you know those bits too.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
Cal
my
and Kasiki also went on a little spy sesh. They bickered a lot. It didn't sound sneaky. The rest of us built the house again. Cal and Hito found threads similar to Puppetgate. Puppetgate.
Renamed for Desert Incident.
Big fan of
Puppet Gate.
Puppet Gate.
Cal, Hito played with Cal's tendrils and it did a number on Budge.
I don't like that.
Is it Mark? Mark died saving Budge.
Yes!
Yes.
Yes! One of the
Hold
uckers
on,
died.
I can tell you his name.
one of the
Oh,
uckers.
one of the
What
uckers
was,
died.
what was his name, Scotty? Who died?
Mark.
Marvin.
No, it was Mark. No, it was Mark.
Scotty refuses to acknowledge his name.
Look at this next one. Budge saw Cal in the ether or something. I don't know, man.
This was when I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a great bit next time Kevin reads through these notes.
Budge has a fucking cannon. No, fucking. Sorry. Cal and Hito are in a place of the Watchers with a Skane Witch, and then in parentheses question mark. And Skane Witch is in quotes.
The question mark was because I didn't know how to spell it.
Oh, okay. Cal is formally discovered as a beacon. Hito forgot who Cal was. Mark's alive, apparently. Budge and Cal can understand the uckers. The session ended with Hudson saying he has an octopus in his chest, presumably to Budge.
Yeah, you'll never know.
I'll never know because it's not in the notes.
You're welcome.
You are just the best, Steve. I'd like
Budge
that put on
saw
record.
Cal in the ether or something. I don't know, man. That's
Just
so
let
good.
him spin his streak.
Almost. Almost.
All right.
Spot on. That sounds
Yeah.
about right.
And now we're on to session 20, everyone.
Big 2-0.
Oh. What a time to be alive.
All right.
Is there anyone who actually wants to like elaborate on any of that? So Kevin,
No,
poor
they
Kevin.
No, I
No.
think that was absolutely perfect.
No
honestly.
elaboration
I
at all.
I don't have any notes.
Anyone who watched or played last session understands all of that.
Is anyone in chat confused?
Would you?
Probably
Surely not,
everybody.
right?
Probably.
I feel-
You
I
got
feel like
what's going on
the
there.
only little bit of elaboration we need is there's none. Get over it.
It's not, yeah, you good.
The only,
Intercession.
actually, the only elaboration that needs to be actually pointed out is after turning around and telling Cal, "I don't know you, man," and kicking you in the shins, Hito wandered off into the desert to the north to go find that place that they talked about.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I carried him.
Something was found up there.
I
Yeah.
carried him like a child by his backpack. I like just picked him up.
Oh,
and
you
bring
mean
him
his
back.
mimic who
Will
you know,
bite you.
will
No, it
bite?
likes me.
I can't wait for like 15 sessions down the track when I get to go. So you know that dinosaur you put in your bag that you haven't fed in like 6 weeks.
I fed
How-
it.
Did you say that you did?
Yeah, I don't say I piss and
Right
shit, but
now,
I do.
we're in session and it's fed it.
Okay.
No, we're
so
not in session yet. We're not in character yet.
I'm gonna turn the players up a little bit.
I mean,
How's
Turn
that?
it up.
I
you
got.
guys have been in the lavatory?
Could I just start yelling? Is that?
Don't start yelling. I'll turn you up a
Start.
bit. See how you
I'm
go.
gonna start
I'm
adjusting
already,
my
like,
own volume
already
so I
half
don't
yelling.
mess with everyone.
Let's see. This is a constant.
Anyway.
This is a
Start turning
constant.
your mic up and down just randomly.
It's
20 minutes into
constant-
the stream, let's get into session, shall we?
Oh, I just fucking.
Why start
What are you
now?
doing with your pop filter, champion?
I
You just-
fixed it. I fixed it when I moved rooms. Like I set it all up. I glued it in place because it's fucking broken. I was like,
Oh,
"Sweet,
you're
I
in
just
that back
love it."
room now.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm
dude,
loving the plant, man.
just
It looks
buy a goddamn
Nice.
new pop filter. They're like $10, man.
It's got Bulbasaur on it.
That's
Ah,
adorable.
cute.
It's
Okay.
also got a Squirtle on it. Fucking
good. I will
Charmander.
start yelling and I will throw things across the border at you. I
Nice.
didn't know Apple, like, Crumbs knew where I lived, but, like...
Crumbs knows where you all live
Which
because
water?
Crumbs
Which
just
water?
You don't need to know.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. I
You
didn't know
remember
which
that
water.
time, Steve? Was it you and I were playing, and Crumbs was like, "Oh yeah, we're just on a like fucking girls trip," and she was like 2 hours away, and we're like, "What?"
No? Okay.
She went on a fucking girls trip to like Coffs or something one day, and she was like, "This is a shithole. I hate it here." I was like, "Yeah."
Oh,
Coffs is a shithole, though.
It
You
is.
know what I mean? Can we real
Okay.
talk? Fuck Coffs Harbour.
20
I'm
to
told
echo
on
a
record.
statement that was said 20 minutes into the stream. Let's get going. So,
Really 19.
so
No, we're 19 minutes into the stream now. I'm going to take this final minute to say fuck Coffs Harbour, man. Honestly.
My
Fuck
homies
yeah,
fucking
man.
my
hate it.
God,
Big
Why-
Banana ain't shit. It ain't ever
Hey,
been
Nasha.
shit.
part of me feels like we need to push the stream start time back half an hour just so you guys can get all the shit talking and stuff out of your system.
No, but I need to say it on record.
Oh, for God's sake.
You gotta
Okay.
log on earlier then.
It's different when we're on
So-
stream. It hits differently.
So, I don't think
8:19. This is good
I
start.
don't think you guys went for a long rest. I think Hito, like I said, kicked Cal in the shins and wandered off.
We just woke up.
Kevin, for reference, Hito knows
no,
all
we
of
didn't.
Hito knows all of you guys. Does not know Cal.
I've been briefed.
Oh,
I
good.
know.
He doesn't remember Cal.
So he
Yeah.
his. I don't know how much of this is meant to be known, but is it his fate is no longer entwined with Cal as well?
Yeah, he
Right?
he
It's like the thing,
specific.
He's completely removed from Cal.
Yeah,
Well, we don't really know that.
he had an altercation with the Skane Witch and basically told the Skane Witch to that he didn't want to be intertwined at all with Cal because Cal is apparently toxic waste.
That's my guy.
I mean, is he wrong? Honestly, I think it's a bit small, that banana.
Trying to figure out as well as the music.
Perfectly averagely sized, alright?
Alright, the music can go down just a
The
touch.
adequate banana.
So, with all of that, Hito has wandered off to go look at some ruins to the north of here that had appeared as indicated by one of Casabrai's. What the heck did I just open?
I can't wait for him to come back with another, like, literally sentient being as, like, a pair of clothes. Like, he's like, "Oh, I've got my silky boots," and we're just like, "Excuse me?"
I don't know, was the Selkie an asshole?
It'd be a Selkie swimsuit.
He's got his silky speedos on.
It's
Silky
a
mankini.
Because
mankini,
I
yeah, it'll be the
believe-
Borat mankini.
So I believe that Hito was actually very interested in a book that I believe it was Kahur had, which is one of Casabrai's team members.
He's the one that saw Puppetgate.
So, but
Oh,
yes,
yeah, the magic book.
the magic book. But apparently there was some referencing to some ruins and whatnot that had been found north. And so Hito, in typical Hito fashion, has told you that he's going to go just investigate that because it seemed interesting. And also, you know, keep an eye on that shifty guy that apparently has just joined you out of nowhere. So, as everybody
For a second
immediately
there, I was
starts,
trying to
oh my god, if you do not get off Snapchat, I'm going to hurt all of you. Just rocks fall,
wasn't.
everybody dies. All I can see is the top of everybody's heads.
Well, I was sitting there, like, listening. I was like, who the fuck is this shady guy that just rocked up? And then I was like, oh, that's me.
I was sending Stephen his notes so he could copy them into his own notebook.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, man.
I was
Appreciate
like,
that.
maybe he wants to have a copy of his own notes.
Just all of you. I can just see all the tops of your foreheads. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Hey, Crumbs, you actually drove that far for a meteor core banana. I'd like to point that out.
Anyway, continue along.
So,
She has a fucking gun for an arm.
yes, Budge, that is right. Budge has awoken. He is covered in golden light.
I was going to say he's glowing, isn't he?
Yep, everything that was green is currently a bright golden light, and he has a giant cannon for an arm.
Even I forgot about the golden part.
Yep.
Oh, I
I
didn't.
forgot about the golden part too.
But
yeah.
just having a bit of
It's
a
very
golden
important.
shower.
You're moderately glowing a little. Your eyes are glowing. Mark isn't dead. I believe he's not moving, but they've just... I believe that you were informed that he's not dead. You just need to take him back to Makana so he can basically get another spark.
That's right. The Bionicles are real.
Yeah, Shark in Denmark gave me the good news.
They're just... Oh, and
Theoretically.
you can understand the Uckers now too.
I can, yeah.
And so can Cal.
And so can Cal, yeah.
Okay.
And so can Cal.
Oh, I just
I was
checked
like,
my
what?
notes and I remember it said that Cal can also understand him.
Yeah.
We do respect Mark's best. All right, take it away, Budge. It's your emotional scene. You're heartbroken. You are a transformer with a robot arm. You're covered in piss and scene.
I am Mega Budge. And apparently Mark's alive, guys. Everything's okay.
But why do you have an octopus in your chest?
Over what now?
You've got like that spider thing. You've got like an octopus thing in your chest.
No, I don't.
I'm not quite sure you understand how robots work.
No, I pinky swear I don't.
You got a pinky?
1 second. 1, 2. Yes.
Okay. And what was that thing?
That's just that's my fish heritage.
Your fish heritage turns you into a gun.
No, we're talking about my Budge's heart.
Oh, my bad.
Your heart is an octopus.
No, allegedly. You guys need to stop talking. You can't call them one Budge's heart as an octopus. It's just a heart. It's just a heart, gang. It's just a heart.
Just for some
And
reference.
Budge is
Hudson.
realizing that Budge should have messaged for DM throughout the week before he forgot, because Budge has no idea what he knows right now.
He knows his heart's an octopus, so it
This
can hold 8
this
people at
this
once.
is also some reference for Cal
You guys can
because
whisper.
this is some reference for Cal as well because I know that Ty probably doesn't remember this. When Hudson referencing like the spider thing you fought, Budge has an octopus inside him. You know the little dead thing that you carried that you're like, hey guys, should I just
Yeah,
yeet
the
this?
Kraken.
Yes.
Because if I remember correctly, you were the only one Hudson's the only one that rolled any good on a perception roll.
Yes.
Yep.
But, you know, at least you would remember that. This is me just reminding Ty, actually, let's be honest.
Oh, I remember that he's got a Kraken heart. It's just a soul gem, isn't it? We worked out. Don't just all be like, Hey Kevin, you're awfully quiet. What are you thinking over there?
Nah, bud, I gotta be honest, I'm not in this scene.
Kevin, I can literally see you. What do you mean you're not in the scene?
He's tapped out.
I want to roll an insight on what Budge was saying, but I didn't know when to put it in because we started talking about other stuff. But Budge, do you want a deception or what are you feeling? I
Budge is
guess,
like,
are you lying?
This
Any of us
this
feeling,
this
right?
is Steve going, am I lying? I don't. It's up to you, Steve, because I've always left this in your court as to how much you wanted Budge to know.
You have.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to make some decisions, champion. Because
I am.
I'm rolling the inside now. I got
I
a
am.
7, so it's gonna be easy to roll against.
No, you don't know that.
But Ty was helping me, so I get to roll twice.
No, you do not.
Shit.
Well,
Fuck
Budge
it.
is
I
Pick
don't know.
one.
We're gonna roll with it.
Budge is deceitful.
Alright,
You
I
don't even know
believe
who
him.
fucking Budge is anymore.
I believe him. No, I know exactly who he is, and he's just a little man with a octopus in his chest.
Little octopus man, just a little tentacle fella.
octopus fella.
Look.
He's a little
Look.
octo guy.
Budge's heart may look like an octopus, but you know, Budge ain't the spider because the spider's octopus heart was all dead and stuff, and Budge is clearly alive. So like,
I don't know.
your move, science.
I believe him.
I mean,
So does Hudson. Put it on a record. 2 of us.
Can I just put my hand up and say I wasn't there when this Sparta thing was, you know, I don't know, did you kill it or something?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
mostly
only made it for
Hudson
the
was-
aftermath.
We
of
beat
that.
the crap out of it.
All right, so was it
Some of us
was it
more than
alive
others.
or
it was
No,
a
it-
robot.
It moved around and did stuff. It wasn't sentient though.
was it aggressive to you, or did you scare it?
very
Or...
much.
It was
so.
aggressive. It was really aggressive. It
Yeah,
killed
well,
like a little rat.
Cal took its shoes and it didn't like it.
I mean, I don't think it really had enough shoes to wear. Otherwise, we'd all have its shoes.
We're not a fan. Everyone keeps taking them.
Yeah. Maybe that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Spider.
Well-
It was a spider.
He is correct, Budgery. It was a
Yeah.
spider.
But was it sort of like an automaton, like you, Budge?
What you call me?
The fish, isn't he?
You watch your goddamn tongue with Budge.
Look, but
don't
your
speak with that
exterior,
voice in your eyes.
your exterior, Budge.
Oh, now you're
It's
calling
fine.
Budge fat.
I lean in and I elbow Doc, and I'm like, it's his armor, Doc. He's in armor. He's a
The
fish.
armor, that's what it's called. Oh yeah.
Oh, why didn't you just say
alright.
so? It was.
Okay, but what I'm
shinier.
saying, you're powered by Marcus's battery, right? So you're also similar to.
For the last damn time, Doc. His name is Mark.
Short for Marcus.
No, short for Mark.
Short
Oh,
for
oh,
Marky
right.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
No, you're not in this scene apparently.
I'm just speculating that there seems to be some sort of alleged similarity between yourself and that Sparta thing.
Okay, well, Budge reckons there's a lot of things, unsimilarities between the spider and Budge. Budge only has 2 legs. It
He's
had
got
8.
you there.
That's
He's-
good.
Budge is a fish. It was a
Yeah,
spider.
but could the Sparta have been
Budge is
a
alive.
fish? Could the
That guy
Sparta
was-
have been a fish
Okay.
wearing armor though?
If that spider was so smart, then how come he's dead?
Who said that?
This guy who's not in the
Said
scene
what?
knows what's up.
I just heard a
Kev-
voice from Kevin.
Kevin gets
I'm
a
in the
little.
scene.
Kevin gets a little
Oh,
floaty
you
voice.
are!
Kevin gets a little floaty voice inside his head, seemingly from the ether deep within him. You know, wise guy, they could say the same thing about you. If you were so smart, why are you dead?
I don't like this floaty voice. It's too much of a smart ass. And it gets a little bit too much time to think of its bits. They apparently interrupt other parts of the. It doesn't come right away.
Does Kevin just say "fuck you, Steve"?
Fuck you. No, I don't.
No, the
fuck
best part
That's
is you
first
can actually
interact.
say that too. His name is Steve.
Don't we know it?
It's okay.
Alright.
He's the lesser Steve.
I don't think you should call him that.
Well, that's alright, Hardlin.
Okay, continue.
What I've worked out is.
Anyone else got any more pressing questions for Budge? Because
Yeah,
I gotta tell
that's
you,
fine.
I think I've worked it out now. So Budge is a shellfish, and he's not an octopus.
Budge has never been selfish the entire time I've known
I
him.
didn't.
He always
Yeah,
gives
I
up
didn't think he was
rations.
selfish.
I like that explanation.
I like your words, Mr. Magic Man.
Look, at some
Alright,
point-
so why is he glowing?
Denmark here was saying that Mark needs to be fixed. So when Budge finds someone who can fix Mark, maybe he can find out why Budge has a heart that is allegedly like an octopus.
And why you're glowing?
So,
Oh yeah, that.
I mean, I'm sure that'll wear off. Budge has been.
And I
green
don't know
for
if you
6
noticed
weeks.
your arm there.
Well, like Budge's huge biceps.
Isn't that like some sort of cannon?
As
That I
you
saw?
flex your arm,
That
Budge,
was the gun.
as you flex your arm, Budge, you hear this as it starts to charge.
Oh, that's new.
I love how the DM gave the paladin a ranged weapon all of a sudden. Remember that time when Budge couldn't reach anyone?
Yeah.
Budge
I'd
has
like to
always
know
had
that
this
again.
weapon.
Now
As,
you're
uh,
all fucked.
As he charges his cannon, I'd like to push it away from my direction.
Where'd your hand go?
Okay, look, Budge doesn't even have anything close to an explanation for this one. This is new.
You think maybe these little fellas understand a little bit more what's going on?
Hey guys.
Yeah. Hey.
What?
What dog do?
Just there. Just what?
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 What's the dog doing?
What?
What's the deal with airline food, little fellas?
Can we help you, Budge?
Yes, please. Thank you. What?
Why?
Budge will point to the cannon and be like, "What?"
I think what he's trying to ask is, what's the go with the cannon arm? That's new, and why is he glowing? And do you guys have any idea what the fuck's going on?
That's exactly what Budge just said.
It's
Wait, you're speaking to the Yuckers?
Well, I'm speaking at the Uckers.
What?
Don't-
What?
That's gimmick infringement, my guy. You need to leave him alone.
It's a bio-organic ether cannon. You are muted, my dear. I don't think he's talking to us.
Can you say
Night
goodnight to
saves,
Mum
Mum.
for me as well? Will do. I will leave after this scene to go say goodnight properly, and I'll give her a goodnight from everyone.
You're in every scene.
Budge. It'll be a
Kevin
long way
did.
for her then.
Kevin's in none. You're in all.
It's
Okay, sorry, Denmark. Budge was distracted. What?
it's a bio-organic ether weapon.
So we're... Bow.
I
Or
don't think they got the joke, Budge.
It's one of those, Cal, what's the word? Analyses.
Acronyms.
That's for one. Bow.
No,
you do re-
Evan, you're not in this scene.
Doc, why do Budge and Cal sound like the Uckers?
Do they just sound exactly like the Uckers?
yeah, just
Well, I'd imagine that
hello, Haffy.
Budge can talk their language, but Cal, I do not understand him. He's seriously just weird. I don't know.
I'm a man.
Maybe
of
he's just a quick. Maybe he's just
many
a quick study.
talents.
Yes,
Okay.
Multilingual.
it's a canon, Budge.
Okay, Budge has a follow-up question.
Yes.
How?
How?
How? What?
How?
I
How do?
assume your maker.
Maybe.
I assume your maker made it part of your core imperative when they created you.
You're speaking a lot of words that mean very little to Budge.
What is your prime objective, Budge?
Hugs and love.
Can kill some seals.
What'd you say?
No.
When your maker.
Echo?
Yes. The fact that you now have some of Mechanis's spark means that you will get an objective from Mechanis, but until that point, what was your primary objective?
I mean, to protect people, but like, is Mechanus a type of sea, or
It's
like the name of the ocean, or?
it's a plane where we come from.
I turn to the boys. I'm like, so Budge is on a mission from a plane.
Oh, last time I was on a mission for a plane, it didn't go well.
I thought you were from Ember's Den.
That is why, well, we were commissioned and we fulfill our objective, which is we clean.
How did Budge ruin your life?
No, you've taken us to clean other places.
We're gonna clean up crime from these
You-
mean streets.
Newsflash, boys, the Uckers like to clean.
It's weird. Budge knows. First he's heard about it.
I'm like, these are all I'm turning to you guys and relaying messages.
We thought, Budge, that your primary objective was to clean too, so we gave you a broom.
And Budge appreciates that. And Budge will use it to the best of Budge's ability. But you kept saying Maker. Do you know who made Budge? Because this is kind of this is like counting to double digits. This is weird for Budge.
I don't know. We came from the factories of Mechanis. We come from the core, and are powered by the spark, but you are not powered by the spark.
Budge is powered by love. But like Budge came from the ocean, so like how are we both from McDonald's?
I would assume that you are not from Mechanis. Otherwise, you would have a spark, and given a primary objective.
Man, Cal,
Yes, what?
help! Budge is so lost.
Budgie, if I'm being honest, I don't really quite understand. I mean,
You're
what was-
supposed to be the smart one of us.
I mean, it's not a very high fucking bar, is it?
Point taken.
Well, I lean down. What was your name again, little fella?
Denmark. That is the name
Den-
assigned by Budge. Otherwise, I am Aka Mark 6.78937.
Okay. Well, wonderful, Denmark. So Mechanis makes you all from the Allspark, and then, I mean, that's infringement. Mechanis makes you all from the Spark, and then he gives you a primary objective, and then off you go to do your objective. And when you complete it, you go back to Mechanis and you get a new one?
No,
Or,
we are part of the whole. We just get a new objective as part of the collective. We are always with Mechanis, and Mechanis is with us.
so Mechanis is like a god to you guys, then? Well, I mean, he is your god, then.
What is God?
Her name's Granny. She's lovely.
I mean, Budge is the god of maps and fish and
There was a third one, but Budge forgot it.
Yes,
So-
I'm gonna.
Automatons are God.
No.
Cal single-handedly
No.
starting the robot uprising.
No.
Yes, the NPC is a robot.
Look, there's like more than 6 gods, which is a lot, Budge knows, but like, you know.
Do you have a maker's mark or a serial number?
A bourbon.
Budge will have to check his cabinets, but he doesn't think so. Does Budge have like a QR code or something, Cal? What's the go?
Let me roll insight to see if Budge has a QR code.
That it is up to you as to whether you actually have a mark.
No, I do have one. It's been.
Yeah, cool.
I'm pretty sure we've mentioned it. Like.
Cool.
Well, with Budgerie's help, I've rolled a 15.
He has a best before date.
And it is 10 years expired.
Still good then.
Then yes.
Have
Pretty
you got
sure
just,
that, like my serial number's just on top of my shoulder or something.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty obvious.
I think
He's just got Woody
I
written
think
on his
we've
boot.
I think we did discuss that you
We
actually got it as
established
part of
that.
like your pauldron, like
Yeah.
Budge is your name, and then it's got like a serial number. Yeah,
Budge.
I think it was Budge 25.
Yeah, I think so.
Does Budge 25 mean anyone to anyone? Anything to anyone?
Oh, it's Budge's age.
Chances are he is also the 25th iteration of the BUDGE system.
The Budge.
You mean Budge has like 24 brothers? Oh
I-
my god, we're gonna have a party.
I think the little man said that you were the acronym for bioorganic automaton with galactic destructive engine.
Well, that sounds like trouble.
That does not sound pleasant. I turned to Budge. I guess maybe we should look at locating this Mechanis at some point then.
Hey, you guys, do you guys know like the postcode or something? Because it's like on our way. Because we gotta help Hudson, but like if it's on our way, maybe we could stop in, say hey, fix Mark, find out who am I. I think my Discord's crashed.
No, it hasn't.
No,
Denmark,
Oh, there we go. It just froze
Denmark-
for a minute.
Denmark is just choosing to fucking ignore you. I think you
That
broke
was busy.
Bless you.
Bless your cotton sock.
Thanks, champs. Oh.
Chances
Hey.
are you have an imperative. You said you want to protect. Clearly, you are a soldier automaton.
Budge would prefer the term friend.
I don't know if you really get to decide that, Budge. I mean, I class you as a friend, but
My guy. Like soldier's just such a strong word, you know. Like, maybe like.
You clearly have a large weapon. I would hazard a guess that you are to either fight
compliment.
against large enemies or a siege weapon.
I mean, Budge has no intentions of sieging anyone, but if like a large enemy attacks Budge's friends, Budge can, I guess, use a cannon.
There
once he
are
finds the
large.
fire button.
There are large monsters in the ocean. If you are a fish,
No, they're all cool. They're all cool.
Next time we're under attack, and we're like, Budge, siege him.
and
So,
don't worry. After about 6 months, we'll downgrade him as a new automaton comes in.
Ah, excellent.
Damn.
Planned
Hey.
obsolescence.
Damn. Oh, I'm getting made
Budge
redundant.
26. Budge 26.
Sorry,
So-
anyone who's actually played Siege, I hope got that joke.
just two things real quick. I remember visiting Steve in Kev's subconscious, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, Budge.
Hello.
I hate to be... There may be one person who knows a little bit more about this than we do.
Who?
I turn and look at Kevin.
Oh, he is pretty smart.
I don't know anything about this dude.
Oh, you might, but the bloke piggybacking in your subconscious might.
Oh, do you want to talk to him? You want to do that again?
Wait, no, not again. Last
All
time
three of us are gonna
last
do
time you
all
started
three of us
Puppet
to
Gate.
join hands and sing Kumbaya. Is that what we're gonna do?
Last time you started Puppet Gate, and that was scary.
I mean, but he does know
We're
a lot.
speaking in common again.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like... I mean, Cal's just swapping between common and Akadugga as he feels fit.
Fucking
I think you
ease.
can follow that.
It just depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to the Uckers, it's in Akadugga, but if I'm talking to you guys, it's just straight common. I mean, it's an option. We don't have to, do it right now, but there is an all-knowing entity inside of Kevin that dragged him back from, I don't know, the pits of Delaware or something shit like that.
Yeah, but whenever you stick your
Yeah,
hands in
well,
Kevin, bad things happen.
He's only done it once. We don't have a track
And
record.
bad things happened.
No, we've no track record. Let's
Ke-
do it.
Kevin,
It's
you
your
can
own
tell.
one, Chief.
Kevin, you can tell that someone is listening intently.
Are they excited?
They seem intrigued.
I'm sitting down already with my hands out in the pose, like cross-legged. I'm ready. I'm immediately into it. Let's go.
I mean, if no one has any objections, I'm moving for Kev.
Doc,
Can we
what's
bring
happening?
Budge along? Can we do a threesome?
I don't
You're ready to
know,
save
Hudson.
us.
I've missed a lot of context in this conversation.
We're all sitting down and holding hands. We're gonna go visit a close friend of mine.
Can you be ready to save us, just in case?
I mean, there's
No. All
Us?
five
Me
of us.
and Hudson?
I think everyone should do it.
Oh
I-
no.
I mean, there's no reason that Callan can't channel through everybody.
Who's this?
New phone.
Hello, who's this?
I was just trying to get a vibe.
This is in
Khaleesi
you.
here? Is that what I'm meant to be, or is that within me?
This is within you.
Okay, good.
There's a
Yeah, I
bloke
mean, let's.
inside you.
Do we have any friends around? Where are we again?
You're still next to the
Hut.
the new hut that you've made.
House.
I love how
I
we've
wasn't
just
here for
not,
that. Where's
not
the new
rebuilt
hut,
it.
gang? Are we still in the
Where
town?
the old hut was.
You're still in town, yeah.
Oh,
You haven't
okay,
left.
okay. Someone go get Khaleesi so she can wake us up if things go south.
Who is Khaleesi?
Not fucking Daenerys, bro.
Wait, I've got it here in my notes.
Kasiki.
Yeah.
I don't think
Kasiki.
I don't think anyone in the party has decided that they actually trust her though.
I
Oh,
trust her.
no.
I think Hudson does. Hudson
Um,
seems to like her.
I would definitely recommend not going and getting Kasiki because Hudson is in
Oh.
her shit books.
Alright, what about...
Wait, guys, Bud has an idea. The Yakuza can save us.
Yeah, we do have Uckers. We also have Hudson's mother, who's kind of nice.
What are we doing?
I like Hudson's mum as well.
I
What
don't
about
know
the
what we're
lady?
doing, but they're saying that we need some friends or
Okay,
something.
so
Can you
quick-
guys tell us what the hell you are
Sacrifices.
talking
Okay,
about
quick
this whole time?
quick rundown, real dot points here. I can talk to the Uckers. Budge can obviously talk to
Clearly,
the
we can hear you speaking in their
Okay,
Akadaka language.
the dot points don't work if you keep interrupting me, Doc. All right. Budge
dot
is not made from Mechanis, which is some sort of entity that makes the Uckers. He gives them a
Oh.
primary directive.
I
then
know
they-
about Mechanis, yeah.
Oh, do you know where he is?
Ty, this is one of those
Mechanis is not a
situations that I
person, it's a
really wish
place.
that you'd actually talk to me prior, because as a planeswalker, you would know that Mechanis is a plane.
Oh, Mechanis
Of
the
existence.
plane. Already.
Like the
That's
whole
okay,
thing
he
about
don't
being
know that.
an Eladrin. I think we just wrote it that you went through time and just and it's all gone.
His,
This is a-
his brain's a little
Oh,
scrambled.
Mechanis! Oh, the inflation was in the wrong spot. I thought you meant someone else.
Mechanis, not Mechanis. Oh, duh.
Meccano, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, Mechanis is sort of the place where I get a lot of my powers too. So maybe, Budge, maybe we're related.
Can you take Budge there?
Oh my god.
I mean, well, can you take us all there? But you know, Budge wants
Oh.
to go visit his.
You could. Do I look like I can teleport?
Fair point. Fair point.
Oh shit, I actually can teleport, but only short distances,
I've
alright?
literally seen you teleport.
Yeah, but only like from here to there.
Anyway,
From
I love the fact that this went from dot point, bullet point to just wherever this is
all
going
right,
now.
more information, please.
okay, so Budge wasn't created by Meccano. He was like a Lego man, sort of like completely different company. He was like not Mega Blocks, but close enough. He doesn't have a primary directive.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't have a primary directive.
Not that he remembers, no. But Kevin has an all-knowing being inside of him that we're going to go visit. But we're looking for someone to wake us up from that if things go pear-shaped.
I have a vote. I think we go get Sahi because she's cool.
You just
The one
hear
who
this.
works at the
You
bar.
hear this audible, deep, grumbling sigh within you, Kevin. Like, just why do they think something's going to go wrong?
Look, Leviathan, Steve. Sorry, not Leviathan. I don't know that yet, but you can't voice the DM's frustration so directly.
No, this is This is actually him.
No, I'm just joking.
This is him
It's
speaking to
not
you.
really gonna go wrong. What do you mean? Everything we do goes wrong.
That's true. As soon as like Cal or
That's
Budge
anything
touches
that's ever
something,
gone to plan.
I mean, do you want me to keep them here?
I don't want you to keep anyone there.
Is
It
Kev
doesn't
just
sound like a
mumbling to
place
himself
where they
right
want to
now?
be.
He's kind of got a 1,000-yard stare at the moment. Just,
I
mean,
look like I'm in thought.
part of the reason I wanted to keep Callan before was he was interesting.
he's not
But-
responding.
If you don't want me to keep your friends here, if they choose to stay, that is another matter entirely.
If they choose to stay, okay, that sounds promising. I'm gonna snap out of it. Let's go, lads.
As you're
soon
waving,
as Kevin
Docky's just like,
finishes-
"Duh."
As
It's
soon
like,
as Kevin
let's
finishes,
go.
I am cross-legged waiting to go, like a child at the candy store.
Are we all going? We're all going, aren't we?
Okay,
Trundle over.
I'll just copy what everyone else is doing.
Alright. I'm linking arms with Hudson, Cal, I assume Budge. Doc, what are you doing?
Maybe I should say a little prayer to the Watcher for this.
Watcha, I hardly know.
You get this irrational feeling of just no, Kevin.
Don't say a prayer to the Watcher? Who am I to tell him what to do? Alright, let him do him. I know the Watcher doesn't like us, but like by plural me and Steve, but you know.
What do you mean
Well,
hated
that
by- Yeah, exactly. What the fuck's
Do you
that?
mean you and Steve, or you and Steve?
What does
Well,
the
everybody
inflection
hates
mean?
Steve,
What
so,
does the
like-
inflection mean? Which one is which?
Who's
Is
Ewan?
Steve the god, or is it
It's
Steve?
no,
the god?
it's Steve.
Hate
It's
myself.
Steve the player and Steve the god.
I think it's Steve. And Steve.
Alright, let's go visit Steve.
On this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're the one that does it all.
Okay. Anyway,
Um,
continue.
Alright.
Yeah.
You two slap arms. Let's get in there. Let's get in me.
Don't say it like that.
We're
Why not?
going, Kev.
It's a patter. Let's get that.
We are
started
Okay,
too.
you
kind of doing
you
that.
all link hands. Cal, do you start
I
to?
am trying to feel the presence of the Watcher as we do this.
There is no time for the Watcher. There is
Roll
time
me
to
a
go.
religion, Doc, as you do this.
Oh, I gotta roll something.
What is this fucking bullshit?
Fucking first roll I've done in like 2 weeks, mate. 10.
I mean, you feel pretty neutral about it. You can neither feel him nor not feel him, but
He's watching.
Let's fucking go, team.
okay, Cal, You take everybody's hand and you start to channel, balancing the energy through the others. Don't you dare, Kevin.
He's done it. He's done it.
It's too late. It's too late. I want to go.
Steve, it's literally that
You are
kid
home.
hates
So-
the joke and yells it louder.
Cal, you channel the energy of the others through each other, creating a loop using your abilities that you have been toying with recently, of the give and take that you have picked up ever since you were able, since the first time you fondled Budge.
Hey, budgering.
You find that you link with Budge easily, almost like stepping sideways into another room, that the door is open between you.
Door's always open to you, buddy.
As long as the
Thanks,
others
buddy.
can, well, as the others are all willing, you find that there is a little bit of resistance as you try to link energy with Doc. And it's like trying to get to, as you're trying to link that energy between Doc and Kevin, you can feel like it's almost trying to hold two magnets next to each other, but they've got the same poles facing each other. They don't want to connect. But you give it a bit of a good old slap and be like, come on, just get in there.
Go on, get.
It is not a pleasant experience, Doc. You and Kevin both feel a bit of discomfort as you can feel the energy of these two very opposite gods trying to commingle as they try to mix the undead with time and life as you are entering into a space. Doc, as you feel yourself plummet into this darkness, just this floating darkness around you, you feel the presence of your god completely fall away. You cannot feel his presence here. You can't hear the slight ticking of a clock that you normally hear. Wherever you are right now,
Tinnitus, dude.
wherever you are right now in this in-between place that Kevin shares with this entity within him, your god has no power here. But you do all see a young man of about 25, long, dark hair, completely pitch black eyes, wearing a long black robe that is speckled with stars. And Kevin's in it too, I guess, next to him.
I have manifested myself a hammock.
I
I
am
don't know
like,
if I have that ability, but it's what I've done.
Within this, you do. Within this space, though, you are noticing that Kevin's skin has this kind of greyish cast to it, and he is just covered in constellations all over his skin.
But I seem pretty blasé-faire about it. Like, I'm just sort of like,
so
You
as
seem
soon as,
too
I'm just like, it's
casual.
whatever, dog.
too casual. As soon as things are settled and like everyone, I've had chat, yeah, we're all here. I'm just like, what is up? I am back.
You watch as
It is me.
the tall man standing next to Kevin, his head just focuses on you, and he just you hold his attention, and you realize very quickly what's unnerving about him is he doesn't seem to blink as he just watches you, Cal.
Lovely. That's not at all creepy. What's going on? What have I missed? How have you been?
Who's this guy?
Oh, these are, this is Budge and Hudson and Doc.
How have I been? I have not been. I suppose
How will you be?
I was once, but
It wasn't?
I think I broke your god, Kevin. I'm sorry.
Kevin, what is?
Well, you asked the question of time, and I'm
Kevin.
kind of feeling like time doesn't exist here.
What is? How have I been? Is he asking about existential
He's
physicality?
just He wants to know how you feel.
Through you.
What emotions are you feeling? I'll turn to Cal and I'll be like, confused, Cal. I'm still in my hammock though. Like it's a loose turn. I shift my head towards it. I like it here. Can I eat here? Does that have any effect on my real
No.
body?
I mean, you can manifest, I guess, some kind of food out of like void
coladas.
energy, but it doesn't. You can't physically eat anything here.
Pina coladas for the team, Kev. Do it.
All right, I'm eating an apple.
The team all
Oh,
gets a
great!
Long
We've just
Island
branded
iced
yourself
tea.
as an asshole then.
Yep, I'm in a hammock for Christ's sake. Don't I seem like a great guy?
Well, I go back to introducing. I'm like Hudson, Doc, Budgery.
Hello.
And I'm like, this is Steve. Steve
No, I
lives
take it
inside
back.
Kevin.
I manifested a banana.
Steve, respectfully, stupid name.
It is not the name I would have chosen for myself.
Same, brother.
Eris will choose it. Eris will choose it eventually.
Wait, do we remember who Eris is?
No, you don't know who he. You have no idea who Eris is. He did say Eris will choose it eventually.
Yes, that's the future tense.
Yep. So who's that?
Yeah, what's an heiress?
Eris.
Maiden of Chaos. She will be in the future.
Is there room in that hammock for two, Kev?
And she will
Fucking can be.
I'll climb in.
she will see the end of the world.
I'm not another one.
Wait, is this Cal's Lotus Lady?
No, my Lotus Lady's name isn't Eris.
Oh, okay, it is another one then.
The Lotus
Another
Lady
one.
named Kelsiki.
I mean, same end of the world, Steve, or new end of the world? How many times can the world
fucking know,
end?
brother.
The world as you know it will cease to be in 40,000 years.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
All right then. Oh, near miss.
Me
I
and
just thought it was happening next week.
That is if
I thought.
time flows the way it is in this timeline. But if we are talking about the other timelines, then it has already ceased to exist. And it is yet to be.
This is too smart for Budge.
I need my notes for this.
That's how I feel, Hudson.
Same here, man. Budge is gonna quickly go say goodnight to Budge's mother.
Okay, so, I mean...
Hudson, to explain. You are
Yeah?
in a Mayadan's timeline.
Wait, what?
The god whose weave runs through this place. This is her timeline. You would also know her as Yggdrasil, the World Tree. Magic.
We're in a tree.
There is a great tree that connects all in this timeline.
Budgery's... I mean, well, Hudson... Hudson may be Fey, but he's not from the Feywild. He doesn't understand exactly.
He is from
So
the tree and he will be of the tree again.
Part of a tree.
It's a big-ass tree, Hudson. It's in the middle of, you know, the world. Very magical, spiritual place.
Yes.
A tree?
Eventually, the tree will be carved into and mined for its magic.
Spoilers.
What are spoilers?
They're when you tell us events that haven't happened yet.
But they have happened. And they haven't happened.
Yeah, Mr. Steve, I think that your perception of time might not be a thing, whereas we perceive time in a linear fashion.
There is no time here.
Yeah, I can tell that.
Have you tried buying a watch?
I feel very stretched. I take out my pocket watch. Actually,
As
Just go on
you
its
as you look at it, the hand is just constantly ticking on the same spot as a second is repeating itself constantly.
What about the
Well-
hours and what hour and minute is it? About 4?
Yeah, sure.
4:30.
4:30 in the
4:30.
afternoon.
And
There,
well, you
there
know,
are-
this is a timekeeping device, but it doesn't work here. So
this is
There we
because
go.
this is a place that is transient between the living and the dead. You will all pass through here one day.
yeah, so this is the void that you were going to before then, Kevin, is it?
oh yeah,
Like a
it's
few
my
times.
home away from home.
There are
Yeah,
many
what-
of Kevin's people who have passed through here.
Wonder what happened to those fellas.
Fucking hell, that's
Budge.
a good wall.
Budge killed them.
What? No, hey, what?
Oh,
Straight up.
Budge did no such thing. That is allegations.
jeez, Rick. That's fucking.
As in, Budge has already done it
Yes.
in our timeline, or Budge is going to do it in our timeline?
No, he has done it in your timeline.
That
Budge,
must
why'd
be
you
one of
kill
the
that
other-
guy?
Look, hey, that must have been one of the other 24 budges, okay?
Well, actually, that brings us back on point for why we're actually here, Steve.
It wasn't me.
I mean, unless we have other questions, I believe the whole reason we came here is we're looking for Budge's creator.
He
And
passed
also,
through
actually-
here.
Also, while we're here, who the fuck burnt down Hudson's house? Let's wrap it back around to that, Steve.
You
I
already know that.
don't.
I'm gonna. Can I interject?
Kevin,
Inform.
should I know that?
No, you shouldn't know that. Steve only knows stuff from people who've died and come through here. So, if someone hasn't come to tell him something, then he won't know it.
So if we
So-
kill the arsonist, we can come back and find out who did it.
You could, if we killed the arsonist, we could come back and find out who did it.
Alright, boys, what is the
Generally
plan?
speaking, and God himself can correct herself. Sorry, can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's not everybody. It's like
He can read.
specifically really important people.
No, he can read memories. He can read the memories of any dead that comes through here. So that's how he has experienced the world up until this point. There are very rare people like yourself that he can interact with in this space.
Okay, so he can. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. All right. So back to what I was saying. Steve can only read people who've died.
So, like, if we kill Kyrus, we can confirm that he was the arsonist.
Strange logic question, God.
Yes.
But because Steve can read people who have died, and he's also timeless, technically wouldn't he know who the arsonist is because he would have read them at some point in the future that is his current present at any given time?
Yes.
Or
Probably,
am I
yes.
ruining this? Am
No,
I ruining this?
no.
I think I'm ruining it.
No, you are correct that he would know, but at the same time, he's not going to tell you everything because, well, it's like future vision. If he tells
Well,
you and you go do it,
yeah.
you will do it before it's supposed to happen.
Yeah. Well, Steve doesn't tell us. We'll put it this way: Steve doesn't tell us about stuff in our lifetimes.
Steve just doesn't tell us things Steve doesn't want to tell us.
Well, things that would be dangerous for us to know.
No, I don't tell anyone everything because you might betray me.
Yeah, that's a good point, really.
You're a very untrusting fellow, Steve.
My father
Pretty
sent me
fair, though.
here. I think that's fair.
Your father's a bit of a dickwad.
Well, people think he's wonderful. The Dawn Father.
And what
Sorry, the Day Father. Getting it mixed up there with Matt Mercer's world. Nope. The Day Father.
Fighter of the Nightfall.
Hey.
Champion of the sun.
He is the Sun God.
Matt made me
Alrighty.
watch that. Matt made me watch that episode. It's the only episode I've ever seen.
Okay. What were our questions for Steve? It was about Budge's creator.
He came through here. Not
Shit.
long after some of your people did.
Allegations.
This is undeniable fact, but alright.
I'd like to see this proven in a court of law.
As did some of the crew of the Hudson. Did we ever talk about what your parents' ship was called?
There is a name for it.
It's called
Ishimura
the Hudson.
called. The Kal-El-5.
In my character.
I know it is, and I feel really bad because I should have this up.
It's the birthing matrix.
I think I changed it from what I originally had.
So, gang, how are we feeling about the genocide?
Alleged.
This is out of character, rather.
Not necessarily alleged.
He
I
hasn't
was
lied
gonna
to us about.
ask. I was gonna ask your friend if you want to be my friend, but not anymore. Allegations.
I'd like to point out he hasn't lied to us about anything before, Budge. And
He's
maybe.
lying to us about this. There's always a first.
What if there was a first for you murdering a whole bunch of Kevin's people?
Budge has only been responsible for one Kevin death.
Any luck there, Clint?
I say we go with the Kal-El-5 and
We're not
going to
call it that.
Okay, the Kevon.
Kal-El-6.
It's on my other computer.
It's the Kev0N.
It's on my other computer.
Yes.
Imagine being that rich and white that you just have multiple computers.
Computer.
Doesn't
I
everyone?
hardly know.
I fucking hate it here.
And let me guess, you can't even vaguely remember what it was, can you? That's what happens when you create
Just make it
6,000
up
characters.
now.
I don't think. I'm trying to work out whether it was the Black Talon or something else.
Listen here, you
Yep, that's
senile
it.
old
You know what?
man.
We're going to
It's
go with the
Talon.
Black Talon because
We're going
that's
with
what you
the Black
remembered.
Talon. It's a good one.
And if you find it later, we can retcon that. Yes, as did some of the crew of the Black Talon.
What's the Black Talon?
One of the Hudson and Hawk trading vessels.
Hudson, your middle name's
What?
Ant?
No, though.
Well, usually that would mean that Hudson is one person and Hawk is another person.
You think they were your parents, Hudson?
No,
Could
we
be.
met his parents. His mum.
While we
Who looked
snuggle
up
in this
me
chemic,
when I-
I'd like to look over and be like, Kevin, I don't know if you know this, but they're completely different species.
Sorry, dude, I don't see species.
This is D&D.
Oh, my guy.
Also, Kevin, she said she found him in a briefcase.
That is true. That is true. I do remember that.
It was
part.
not a briefcase.
It was
A
a
briefcase.
cake, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was a boiler unit. Boiler.
Fuck off.
Oh my god.
So,
Out of control.
All right, where are we up to? So we've got Hudson's people.
Yep.
Okay. They still here?
the crew have since passed on, but the ones you call parents have not yet passed through.
Ow.
Could be living in that tree.
It's a strong tree. Good tree.
I do not know. storms on the astral sea are terrible and violent, especially when powered by galactic force.
Is that like a new Power Rangers?
No, Budge thinks they're not due back till next year.
Shh, 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 shh.
Jesus Christ, we're on one this evening. Any more questions for Steve? While we're here, champions.
So like if like Hudson, you go.
Thanks, Jeff.
So, like, if Hudson had a question to ask.
So, my parents aren't dead.
Yet.
Right.
Do you know where they are?
They haven't passed through, so
Would their crew know?
possibly not, but they usually have trackers.
Tracker.
The companies, so the companies can know where they are on the astral sea.
Parents. So, I live on the astral plane.
No, your people are from the Feywild, which will be known as Feoware in the time of Cal.
I give Kev a little nudge. I'm like,
Are you asking me anything with that nudge, or are you just saying, "Hey, that's me"?
That's me.
He knows my name.
Mr. Popularity around here is known by the entity of this place.
I'm known by the one guy here that's not my best friends.
All right,
People take
Budge.
time.
Questions, concerns, queries?
Okay.
You call them.
So like all these people you're like accusing Budge of killing. How long ago did they stop by for a little cup of tea and walk?
God, now you're pushing the DM to remember this.
Wait, can I give you an out?
No,
Sure.
no.
No, I'm gonna give her an out.
The hard
You're
part
talking
is,
to a timeless entity, Chief. How does he know? He doesn't understand time. He
He
didn't
knows
know.
fucking everything.
He didn't know where he was or something earlier, didn't he? You said,
Yesterday.
how are you?
He didn't know his
Ralph say?
emotions. He might still have a little gauge.
well, this is the thing as well, Budge. Budge's player and I haven't actually sat down and figured out exactly how long ago this was and how old he is, because apparently you guys love amnesia plotlines.
Well, okay, we'll put it.
I
We'll
said
put it
how
this
old
way.
I am.
We'll put it this way. So Kev's 25, and his parents would have been not zooted before then, presumably.
Yeah.
So like,
At least
that
within the
together,
last 20...
sometime around when he was 3, at least within 25 years.
Yeah, so around 22 years ago.
22 years ago.
Yeah.
Budge has been Budge for 25 years.
There you go.
We've been through this.
Yeah. No, see, it comes together. Good.
Good.
And
Love
he's
that.
Budge 25.
Improv it a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's how he remembers his age.
It changes each year.
No,
There you go.
Nope, Budge is just 25.
it's just been a really long year.
I feel that. Real talk. I feel that.
Budge has just been learning how to count, hasn't he?
For what it is worth, you are Budge now,
Yes,
but this was
Hello.
when you were Yogneth.
Gesundheit.
Budge, what? Yog, what?
Budge, I think
Yogneth.
you might pay
Y-O-G
attention to this
apostrophe
deity here.
N-Y-T-H.
Budge was part of the Yogast. Sick.
Yog, part of the Yogs cunt.
But like,
Shout out to those guys. They're still making videos.
like
are.
Budge
They are.
Budge never had another name. Just always Budge. He's just
When
budging around.
you were
But
put
who were
into
you before you were
this-
Budge?
When you were put into this body by your creator,
He's apparently dead and can't give us any information.
from what I
There was
gather from
someone
his
who-
memories and cross-referencing it with those from Kevin's people, it was well deserved.
He had it fucking coming, is what I've heard.
Well, made by a bad guy, gang.
I mean, look at your cannon arm. That makes kind of sense, right?
Oh wait, just because I'm a cannon, Budge is evil. Okay, cool, Doc. Cool.
I mean, it doesn't matter who you were made by. It matters what you do, Budge.
apparently it does. Now I committed fucking silky genocide.
They're not all
Yeah,
dead.
but that was your
Wait.
Yogneth name, lad. But now you're sort of powered by love, aren't you?
Oh, Budge thought so, but Budge also didn't know he had a creator until 10 minutes ago. Allegedly.
Creator.
Creator?
Almost 10 minutes ago. I don't.
They're
Budge,
not
Budge doesn't ever watch.
all dead. They were
Yeah, well,
successful
Oh, I'm
in
right here.
protecting some.
Oh, cool. So only almost genocide. That makes it much better.
It is better than Thasachawi getting the power they possess.
Is Fasa Thingy the name of Budge's creator, the bad guy? The mean man's?
Yes, Theory Thasachawi. I will put it in chat for you.
I got it written down somewhere. I can send to people later.
I hate to put anyone on the spot, but does anyone remember if Hito ever said the name of his master? Because I feel like he. did
Yes, it is
briefly, and I
Black Cloak.
Thought it's Black Cloak. Okay. All right. I was like,
Because
is
Hito's a black cloak too. He took his
He is,
master's
yeah.
name.
Yes.
when they got married?
No.
He's not even
Initiated.
when he got hazed.
So, like, okay, Budge has one last question. Is there, like, anyone who's alive that could tell Budge how Budge how?
Maybe, but I don't know how to tell you who.
I don't know if it's just because of the name or not, but you're the first person Budge has ever met who's annoyed him.
Christ.
Hey, Budge,
Yeah.
do you mind cooling your jets a little bit and not offending
As you
friend
say
here?
that, Budge,
Not
you
my friend.
as you say that, Budge, you watch as this young man kind of shrinks slightly to look like a 13-year-old child, kind of wearing clothes that are slightly too big for him. You see that his shoulders kind of hunch, like he's really unsure of himself, like he's made a mistake and he's amongst a group of adults. Like he's like a kid now amongst a group of adults trying to give you the right answers, but he feels like he doesn't know and he feels like he's in trouble.
Listen here, you. Budge is
you
used to
can't-
making kids cry. This card ain't gonna work on me.
He can't explain what he's done, but he's done something wrong. You know what I mean?
If this has happened, like if I've literally seen this take place, I have moved from the hammock I was sharing with Kev, and I've like leant down in front of Steve, and I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. We don't need all the answers now, and it's not your fault if you don't know.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's been accused of genocide.
Budgery, we can deal with it later. You don't have to pressure him.
Look at this guy.
Budge, if he doesn't know, he doesn't know.
I mean, just because sometimes they say you do bad things, it doesn't mean that it's true.
What have I been saying? I'm gonna do something dumb here, team. I rest my hand on his shoulder, like reassuringly.
Oh.
They say that I'm gonna destroy the world one day.
Oh, buddy, we are in the same boat there.
They said that I tore open death and I let the demons out.
I sort of set the world up to end, so, you know, you're amongst friends here. What's an apocalypse between buddies?
So, just to be clear, are you Eris, or is that a different apocalypse?
Eris is Sabani.
Sabani? Chabani?
No,
Chobani.
Sabani. Sabani.
Sabani.
Habana.
Is that a bunny?
Pick a name, kid.
It's
I think
it's
if
all
Budge
right.
walks away, by the way, I think he falls out of the realm, doesn't he, or no?
because physically
No,
your
you
bodies
can
are still
just be-
touching.
Elsewhere?
No, physically you guys
Oh,
are still touching. Yeah.
Walk away from his immediate vicinity.
It
Budge takes 4 steps to the left and turns around.
Baby, come back.
Pretty much, yeah.
Turns into a musical episode.
Eris is the avatar of chaos in the universe.
All right, but are you sort of...
Cal, you would know Eris. She is a goddess of chaos in your time.
Oh, I know, Eris.
Yeah. Not only that,
that little side eye?
yeah, you know Eris. Tall lady, red hair, usually wears like a nun's outfit, has a giant wooden
He's
sword.
a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Love Eris. If I'm not mistaken, played by none other than our Craig, isn't they?
Yep.
So, I mean, unless anyone's got more pressing questions, I feel like we can let Steve have a break for a bit. We've sort of peppered them.
Peppered?
It means we asked a lot of questions without really giving you any sort of time to collect yourself and think about the answers.
I
I
have nothing but time, and I mean, it was nice having you here. It's like having friends.
I told you this last time we were here. We are friends.
Fucking gimmick infringement, kid.
Jesus
If you
Christ.
have, if you have nothing but time, how does that work if time doesn't exist here?
Well, I have nothing but the absence of time.
All right, that makes more sense to me. But
If you go,
we haven't
if you
properly.
if you
oh,
go back,
you-
can you you're a follower of the Watcher,
Kevin, shut the fuck up.
Ion, right?
I am.
Can you ask my grandfather why he doesn't help?
So your family. Look, I don't have an answer for that right now. He's not exactly.
I understand he's too busy.
I don't know. There's something about this place that's also keeping him out, I think. I don't know if it's by choice,
It's because
but there's no
I'm not part of the
reach
tapestry.
here. Is there anything that I could relay to them?
No,
Some sort of token that I could share?
I'm not meant to be rescued for another 40,000 years.
Oh, so the blink of an eye for someone like you.
Yeah.
Or an eternity.
Or
Let's-
yesterday.
I don't know if you guys really understand how the absence of time works.
All I know is at least now, thanks to Budge, I don't have to be alone. Because he sent me Kevin. He really must be a god.
Oh,
He sent you Kevin. I think Hito had a bit of a hand in it too, didn't he?
Biggest struggle. Budge is not having a bar of this child.
Or Budge. Can I just say, if I ever am able to converse with the Watcher, because they're not very conversational.
Well, they're the Watcher, not the Talker.
Yes, Cal. I will try my best to emphasize that you do have to sort of try to make it work with family, even if you've had a falling out of some kind.
I don't know what
So
I did
if
wrong.
there's, so you don't know what you did. Well, maybe an explanation could help start that off, perhaps. I'll do what I can, but can I just try one thing? I want to hold my hand out to him.
He holds out a shaking hand.
I want to like take his hand and sort of take in one hand and like put my other hand on top
Oh
and
no, Dog's
sort
gonna
of
teach the
offer-
kids.
offer a little.
Don't.
I'm not teaching him magic. I just want to offer like a comforting pat on his hand to just let him know that he's not on his own.
And then Doc robs him.
He's fucking robbing a kid. Fuck.
The magic was in you the whole time.
Doc pickpockets a child.
If there is any influence of the Watcher within me, I would like to sort of try to make some sort of connection. But if not, just
Yeah,
a
no.
comforting,
Here you
comforting gesture.
yeah, you pat him on the hand. He can see you're trying.
All right.
And then
Well,
as he lets go of your hand, he turns back to Kevin, just kind of like holding onto the edges of his sleeves. Did I do good?
You did excellent, bud. I'm really proud of you. Really coming around. Coming along. I don't know.
I
Mm.
is this making friends?
This is making friends.
making some.
You're doing great. Don't worry about what the robot said. When people hear bad news, sometimes they get very upset.
Fuck you,
but,
budget of fish.
but they don't mean it. You know, like they're
I-
just living in
I-
the moment.
So I made a mistake.
No.
no. I would say that friends are honest with each other, and you have tried to be honest with Budge.
But
From what I understand.
I'm happy
But I-
with you. You told me my parents are alive.
Yay!
That's a good thing.
Congrats,
Sometimes-
kid. You have 4 friends. Let Budge know when you have 70.
Sometimes people have to feel worse before they feel better, and that's okay.
You said you wanted to know that who created you.
Give him some time, maybe.
Hey, Budge, you're not acting like yourself.
Budge just wants to know what Budge is, but no one can tell Budge.
Showing lots of anger. Maybe there is some truth to this.
Yeah, screw you guys. Budge wants to get out of here.
You guys
I can contact the others.
The other who?
The outsiders.
Outside.
The ones like Budge.
Can contact his.
I don't know if they're family. They're outside of the time and planes and outside.
Oh.
If they're outside, Budge probably doesn't know
I'm gonna be quite controversial here and say, is that really something we want to do right now?
I think it is. Let's contact
him.
them.
No, right now Budge just wants to leave.
You don't want to contact your brothers?
They're not around. They're not my brothers.
What if they're missing you?
I'm gonna lean into my good friend Steve. Not the one on the call, but the other guy. And I'll be like, you do that for him. He doesn't know what he wants.
Okay.
Should I be asking for someone to speak to Budge or to Yogna?
Oh. Did we ever get elaboration on what Yognath meant?
The Star Wanderer. No, sorry, the Wandering Star. The Wandering Star.
It just literally translated to Old Budge.
Is it from something? Like, is it a translation, like, out of character? Was that the one that's the translation from another language?
It is a translation from another language. Essentially, it is the Elder language. The language of the Elder gods.
I'm gonna flip and say don't contact him. Let's leave Budge.
Let's call the Elder gods! It'll make Scotty happy!
No, let's leave Budge.
No, bro, you said to do it. You told him to do it.
No,
We're doing it now. We're doing it now, boss.
We're not
you
doing
told him
it
to
now.
do it.
We're not doing it now.
You told him to do it.
Let's give Budge one thing at a time. He's just been hit with the genocide bombshell. Maybe we shouldn't hit him with family he doesn't know yet.
You already told him to do it.
This out of character conversation has no place here because I'm talking to fucking Steve by myself right now.
I mean,
so.
if
I'll be like,
if they're too much, you can talk to the quarry.
Worry.
All the fucking rocks.
Quarry, Quuri. Quarry. Yes, there are some, at least in Avani. In the Cascade Isles. They've bonded with humans.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll talk to them instead because I think we want to go to the Cascade Isles anyway. So
less troublesome than big titans. I don't want to make Budge more mad at me.
Don't worry, Budge will come around.
Come around where?
Oh, everywhere.
Fuck you, Kevin. Budge ain't coming anywhere.
No, not November begins now.
Budge doesn't have that ability.
It's like a level 7.
Oh my god, level 7, nuts.
Budge Quuri, isn't it?
Quuri, yes.
In the Cascade Isles.
Do you reckon it's a feat, Steve? Defeats make Budge nut.
Budge, if there's anything I can do to make it up to you, just let me know, okay?
I'll take a quick look at everyone. How's everyone looking at Budge after he'd been angry for like the first time ever? How's everyone looking?
I mean, I'm not. I sort of feel that he's justified in being angry, if I'm being honest. He's learnt a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sympathetic. Cal's looking at you sympathetically.
I was going to just say to Steve before, he needs a little bit of time.
He's not in your fucking cult.
Okay. Well, I promise that next time I'll do better.
Thanks for trying, I guess.
Fucking no.
Christ. Alright, are we done here, crew?
He just turns around, Kevin, and looks at you and goes, I saw someone do this once, but...
Oh, the little thumbs up. I want to say, like, I imagine when Kevin's doing his 2 hours of rest, he's just chilling with Leviathan, and I've been doing that to him a lot. Like, he'll do something like, hey.
Did I give him finger pistols when I left last time?
I think you did. You were like...
He becomes the honorary wiggle.
Oh, fucking love it here. I mean, if I'm gonna open a portal so people can leave if they want to leave.
Oh, the minute you decide to start pulling your energy back,
right.
Cal, you can start pulling them back.
I don't want to leave right this second.
Okay.
I want to quickly hit Steve up.
You can release people who want to go.
Well, they can release themselves, I think,
Yeah.
is the inference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this works, but I think
Budge sassily just like
I can
coffins
walk
it and
away.
leans back out of it.
You can be here. Out of character, you can be here.
Fudge is like punching a shadow somewhere. Like, let me out.
But just walked off like the material plane. He's just like,
So,
Pulling a Loki.
I was considering earlier I should have done this, but I was thinking of making like I imagine we're standing on what looks like water, but there's just stars below us. I don't know why.
yeah, you
I
can
was
do
like,
that.
I should have manifested fish for Budge to watch.
Aww.
I should have given him something
And
to do.
that
I didn't-
diffused the whole situation.
I didn't do it. I was like, I should just do that because I think it would be cool. But I'm like, nah. Maybe I'm like, I've already got the banana and the hammock. Like maybe I'm really stretching this fucking.
So, Budge, you managed to walk out of the shadows into your own consciousness again.
Fuck that place.
Budge, you come back to yourself. All the uckers are around you, like looking at you, just like curiously.
Taylors, no matter what, never go there.
Bring in an Ucker next time.
Don't let us go
Yeah,
to
okay.
Disneyland, sir.
It's not Disneyland.
So, what about the rest of you?
Doc's just observing Budge right now. Just watching you.
You've gone out of the realm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did Budge leave?
Yep, Budge left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm just letting go, right?
Yep, you just let go. Hudson, what about you?
Yeah, he's let go. He's still thinking about his parents in a giant tree.
Okay. Just leaves Cal and Kevin.
He's like,
For
living in a tree.
comfort,
Kevin's like, I'm not leaving you here with a child, Cal. This is a terrible idea.
out of character though, like, do I? Because I'm imagining I kind of have to be there for Cal to stay linked to Leviathan.
No.
Or no, I can leave.
No, you can leave.
All right.
Yeah, really leave Cal on his own.
He's keeping your soul in the body, but your inside your mind is essentially is connected to the void. You are basically OneDrive right now.
Oh, that's why I love it here. I got my like
You are the cloud.
banana, my hammock.
That's
Great.
why I love it. Dude, if you had seen my workplace as Y-Drive, you would not love it there.
Okay, so
Can't
Cal.
be any worse than ours.
So
Jeff.
we're assuming that Cal is alone with Steve.
No, I would probably still be there. I don't think I would like be super comfortable. Not because of Cal. Out of character, I will say I like just care about Leviathan, so I don't want him to like. I want him to feel comfort being around other people, so I'm trying to like facilitate that by being with
Okay.
him.
Okay.
I
I'm
would
like a moral support guy. I'm
Okay.
like there doing the thumbs up.
Sure.
I'd like
Cal's
to point out...
Cal's got
like,
supervised vision.
Yeah, out of character. This is not some big, like, huge moment where I'm like looking to do something nefarious. I just took it as a like out of character. People started leaving, and I just waited to be the last one out of
Okay.
like politeness.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were waiting to talk to him.
Oh, I'm gonna like.
Okay.
I walk over once everyone else has walked off, and I put my like. Is he still a child? Like,
He's more like a teenager, but he's kind of as Budge and everyone leaves, you do notice that he seems to age up a little bit, kind of hovering around that 20-25 mark again.
Sweet. So I don't imagine I have to kneel down because Cal's not very big.
You do not have to kneel down. If anything, you have to look up.
Oh, fuck this guy. Off him now. Look, you did a really good job. I just thank you for that. You said you read the minds of people that pass through here. Have you now read all of our minds?
No.
Can you?
At least a few members of your party have yet to pass through, if they will.
Interesting. Can you just let Kevin know if Mum or Dad pass through? I'd like to be informed if they do. And on that, it is I see you around, finger pistols, and I am gone. I don't really want to answer that question
As he leaves, he turns to you, Kevin. He's like, he does realize his parents are simultaneously already dead and alive, right?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't get any of this. I don't think anyone gets any of it. That's fine. Man. And then I'll look at Leviathan. I'll be like, I'll talk to you later. This could have gone way worse, and I think it went pretty well.
I think Budge hates me.
Look. 1 out of 5. Who cares?
Wait.
Fuck you,
Does this mean that I achieved a first then?
Sorry, what?
I'm
You used the opportunity.
I'm Budge's first enemy.
You're not an enemy.
Second.
That's not how that works. Budge is just upset.
The first guy that gave you fish tacos at the tavern.
Definitely don't take it to heart. That's a lot to be dropped on him all at once.
But he'll be a hero. What does it matter how he started?
Well, I think it's because he murdered a lot of his close friends, like species, and that's not a great.
No.
I mean,
hears a whisper in his head. Allegedly.
I mean,
Allegedly. Well, I know, like he was under orders.
Technically, he didn't. I mean, he technically didn't kill your family members, your clan members, or Hudson's family's crew. The power surge, what killed your family members was the magic they had to channel to stop the wave.
Yeah.
And it was the echoes on the astral sea that caused the storm for Hudson's family ship. The only person he actually killed was his creator.
But it's the implication.
But he was hurting Budge. So Budge shouldn't have retaliated?
No, that's not. It's a very complicated situation. Sometimes you can do everything right and still lose. And that's what I think happened to Budge.
But isn't it more important that he's a good person now?
It is, it's just he hasn't seen that yet. And that's fine. That's what I mean when he'll get there. He'll get to seeing that he's a good person.
This
And then
was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I shall talk to you later. And then I'll 2 thumbs up and
Oh
then
wait, he's
fall backwards
as
into the
as
water.
you do that, he's like looking. He's like, as you leave, he's like,
Yeah, what is mimicking what Cal did.
yeah.
Then just I like fall back into the water and come back into consciousness.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
As you come back to consciousness, we will take a quick 5-minute break, just real quick, for everybody who needs to. So we will be back in 5 minutes, guys. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, and we will see you in 5. Welcome back, everybody. I'm sure Cal will join us when he's back. 5 minutes. But, so, we've had all the revelations. Everything has happened. The end of times is coming. The end of nice friend Budge era. We're about to start his villain arc.
Jeez, okay.
Well-
Might as well go on that deep.
Can't wait. I can't wait to hear the sick playlists that we're going to have for Budge's villain arc.
I told you, Budge 182, cue it up.
Oh, God. So, what the dog
I'm
doing?
just a fish and life
The dog
is a
is being
nightmare.
a rat bag.
He's not being a rat bag. He is an angel.
He's standing on the back picnic table barking at the darkness.
Hey,
Darkness
look!
deserved.
You know what?
He's protecting you from ghosts, okay?
You know what? If he's barking at the darkness, hey, let him get his little emo heart out.
Well, actually, the weirdest thing, like this afternoon, Elle and I were sitting out the back because we had burgers for dinner, and we're just sitting on like the back deck, just having burgers. And she looked up at the back fence and she's like, "Oh, there's a hole in the fence." I was like, "What? What up there? It looks like someone shot a nail through the fence."
They
That's
nailed
good.
it.
Like a nail gun.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
but I can't find a nail anywhere in the yard. But also, I can't tell if it's been there the whole time or if it's new. I'm just like,
And now it's worrying at your brain, niggling at your brain, and just like like pitter pats all over
Yeah.
it, isn't it?
yeah.
There's just stray nails flying through the air around the place.
That nail ninja. Anyway, so as you all come to, your muscles a little stiff from sitting on the sand, your fingers, you're getting that lovely little bit of a pins and needly feeling as you're all coming to.
4/5 of us. I don't feel much of anything anymore.
Calm down, Elsa.
Cold did never bother me anyway, though.
You're going through the emo phase too.
Hudson will do a stretch and do a bit of a fly around.
I missed the time when Kevin got excited that he realised his seal had ears.
Oh, that was so good. I miss those times too.
You were so innocent,
Similar
mate.
days. those first 3 episodes, man, they were.
Until the 4th episode where Kevin fucking died.
Twice.
So,
Twice.
so,
Remember that time?
Doc checks the time as well.
it's roughly been for you. You watch as your clock you take your watch out and it kind of seems to catch up, and you realise that about 2 hours have passed.
Whoa.
Doc just had a broken pocket watch.
I can fix it anyway.
He may not have a doctorate, but he is a watchmaker.
Which means he can help Budge out.
I made this watch.
Just out of curiosity, can you hear my fan now or not?
No.
No.
Okay, sweet.
So,
There's someone in the background going, "Oh, you're the best."
Okay.
Ooh,
so, Budge, you have all the uckers around you looking at you interestedly. Just
Yeah, I think
one
Budge
of
just
one
kinda
of
walk
them's
away
just
from everyone.
one of them's just absent-mindedly like polishing your gun.
I think Budge is just gonna walk away from everyone without talking to anyone. He's just not in the mood for it right now.
Okay. The floor is yours.
Like I said before, Doc was actually observing Budge because this is a pretty heavy load to be dropped on anyone. So I don't know, like
2 wasn't enough.
how far does he go, Budgie boy?
He's just walking. There's no aim or intent to it. He's just walking. Just one of those clear your head walks kind of
Walk
thing.
straight into the middle of the oasis, just drop straight to the bottom.
I can't even drop. I float.
Didn't you work
I'll
out you
give
could
him-
take your ring off?
Yeah, but I don't.
Just out of spite.
I'll give him a bit of space then.
You receive Pluto. Add it to your inventory.
Well, that was enough godly action for us today, I think.
I just can't tickle Kevin at all tonight.
I'm
He's not as
untickleable.
He's like a sad married man now.
Oh yeah,
like-
no. The depression's hit me.
No. You seem a bit more tired than usual though, today.
Yeah, I had to go back to work.
Oh,
Just
okay.
leave. Fucking terrible.
Okay,
Fucking
so
annoying, I can't stop you.
Doc, you watch as Budge
All right.
walks off and starts walking around the edge of the oasis. Oasis.
I mean, Cal, you know him better. Should we give him some space or?
I mean, I feel like that's a lot for one robot fish to really take on. I don't know what's best for him at the moment. I can try and talk to him if you want.
I mean, you were his first friend.
Okay, just out of curiosity, which one of the Uckers do I think that he likes the most after Mark?
Oh, poor Mark.
Are you asking the Uckers?
I'm asking God, and I mean, if the Uckers can hear God, then
All of the
Please tell
Uckers
me.
put their hands up. They think they are Budge's favourite.
okay.
Does that
Well,
start a
Because
fight?
they believe that Budge loves them all equally.
Budge
'Cause
does
he
love
does.
Budge does love them all equally.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the background from
You
your
need the
back,
name list, brother?
in the background from your backpack, you just hear a quiet, sad.
I fucking fed you, and I fed you 2 hours ago.
Pity he's
Extra
sad and
feed.
lonely now that you've taken him away from all of his family.
Oh well, I'll put him back then if he wants.
Are you going to help him join his family?
Well, I'm gonna take Ucker 20. I'm gonna take Monarch.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Monarch, and we're gonna strut off towards Budgery.
Okay. Monarch puts his little hands on his hips, like his fists on his hips, holds his leg. At the moment, the way that he's standing, he kind of looks like a Buzz Lightyear toy.
Lovely. That's not quite sure, but he's the one I picked up. Yeah, I'm just gonna approach Budge sort of casually. I'm gonna rest Monarch on my shoulder. I'm not trying to stealth up on him or anything like that. I'm just walking casually.
Probably you see my perception, you don't have to.
You loudly stomp over. Budge
that.
still doesn't hear.
Whispering to myself, stupid, not my god.
Have you settled, or are you still angry pacing?
Angry / upset pacing.
Hey, but are you doing okay?
Oh yeah, no, Budge is splendid. How are you?
Look, I understand that's a lot for anyone to take on.
Oh yeah, everyone understands Budge. Except Budge.
Do you want to talk about it?
Which part? The canon? I still don't know what the go is. Me being gold, killing my creator, or murdering Kev's family. Which part? Which part strikes your fancy?
Well, we can just start at the beginning and work our way forward. We can unpack it bit by bit. We don't have to try and
Okay.
unpack everything at
Okay,
once.
beginning canon. I don't. Budge doesn't know shit. What you got?
I mean, we can try and shoot it if you want. I don't.
Budge doesn't know how. Budge doesn't even know how to put it away. It's just stuck here. Now Budge only has one hand. And the cannon he can't fire.
Hey, Monarch,
Budge is good hand as well.
can you try something here? Maybe you can find something inside of Budge, flick his arm back to normal.
Let's not have people digging inside Budge. Apparently, I got some galaxy-destroying engine in here. Don't want to wipe out Monarch as well.
If it makes you feel any
Wait.
better, I don't think you will do that.
Who knows? Budge didn't think he'd commit genocide, but apparently... Oh, sorry. Almost genocide, according to fucking little kid in there. But apparently he can, you know? So...
Yes, Monarch.
If the gun is Budge's primary objective and he wants his arm back, why not just make his arm back?
Monarch, respectfully, Budge doesn't know how. Budge doesn't know what his primary objective is. He's tried shaking it, it won't come off. He's tried pulling it, it won't come off.
Have
Don't
you
you
thought
do that fucking
arm?
smoke, Cal.
Roll me a wisdom save.
You commit genocide to Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, Budge, as you do so, you watch as it sections backwards to become part of your shoulder and forearm plating. You watch as the palm turns out the right way, as little spigots and internal bracing kind of just goes boo, 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 as you now have your hand back.
Okay. Thank you, Monarch. At least that's one problem down.
Okay, so we work through the rest.
Please.
2.3 million dead
Pray
souls.
tell.
Oh.
How the fuck do we work through the genocide part?
Well,
Monarch
I
puts
feel
his hand down.
First off, we have to get more answers and find out what happened, Budge.
Well, we tried, but the timeless fucking entity knows everything except the useful stuff for me.
And we'll figure that out together, Budge.
Budge is just so over this shit.
So we can't fix the genocide right now. We can't find out more information about it.
Oh? What, am I supposed to fucking revive an entire race?
You may be able to.
I've done it. No, apparently Budge is here to destroy. Not protect like he
Budge,
thought.
It doesn't matter what you were built for. It matters what you do.
And I committed almost genocide.
And I'm set to destroy the world, but, you know,
Yeah, but you haven't done that yet.
fuck it, we ball, Budge.
This is not a fuck it we ball moment. I killed Kev's family.
Well,
I've almost killed Hudson's.
I
I
don't,
might have killed Doc's, we just didn't hear about it.
I don't
Did
believe
we
he's...
keep your family safe? I might have killed them too.
Budge, you can't have killed my family. They're from a different dimension.
Oh, you don't. No one knows what Budge is capable of.
Kevin's not in earshot, is he? At all?
No.
No? You guys walked away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they walked away.
Damn.
Nobody knows what Budge is capable of. Not even Budge. Like, damn. Sorry, I realize this would be a lot easier if, you know, this is just hugging and happiness like normal Budge. But you know, it turns out robots can have emotions, I guess. Right now, Budge is pissed. Budge feels like shit. Budge killed one of his best friend's families.
Budge should look
Bud,
at Monarch. It's
Please
very
tell
clear.
Budge how we work through that. Yes, Monarch.
Your engine is a galactic core. It's energy.
Apparently a lot of energy too.
I'm gonna tell you something, little man.
Whole race killing energy.
It's psionic energy.
Cool. So I committed genocide through the mind. This just gets better and better.
Well, I mean, if your creator is not Machinus, doesn't that mean you
No,
were
Budge's creator's fucking dead.
So where was the lab you were made?
We don't know.
Maybe
Fucking Steve turned into a kid and doesn't know shit.
didn't Hito say his master was at the old Thasachawi lab, which is where he saw more budges?
Did he?
He did.
Because I didn't write
He
that
did.
down. Did you?
It was the one.
the fuck
I'm
it
pretty
up in
sure.
those
I'm
shit.
pretty sure that was the session that you literally wrote. I think one big thing in the middle of your page, and that was pretty much it for the night.
Yep.
I didn't do that in the session.
Hey, Scotty, can I have some therapy tips quick?
Yeah, Scotty, tell him how to
You need therapy.
therapize
You do
genocide
therapy.
criminal.
You gotta roll with it. You just say, just pretend.
How
pretend.
do I help someone work through grief?
Well, first you say, and how does that make you
You
feel?
feel.
Oh my god!
And then I say,
Well-
give me $50,000.
I mean, first of all, don't try to solve a problem that you can't solve.
Nah, don't like
I
that answer.
applied that through school the whole time I was there.
It's any
Doesn't apply to math.
time I had math class, I was just like, I can't solve that.
Yeah, Hito has said that
9 plus 10.
yeah, his master is at the old Thasachawi lab, which is where he saw more budges, but they could never get them working.
Budge also didn't see Hito before he left, so he still thinks he's dead.
I swear you saw Hito.
I'm pretty
I
sure
brought
you
him back
did.
to the whole group.
Yeah, but this is Budge. He was distracted by a fucking cannon on his arm.
Oh yeah, that too.
Fair call.
And Mark was dead.
Fair fucking call.
And Mark was dead. I didn't have a lot of time for Hito to pop in, say hi, and then leave again.
So, Budge, if you want answers, why don't you go to the lab where you were made?
The answers are all well and good, but we got the big one.
If there are other
Budge is a war criminal.
Well, if there are other budges there, but they are not working, maybe we can get them working and you can get answers.
At this point, maybe it's better with less Budges around. Who knows what race they could kill?
Probably the 400 meter, it's a pretty shit race.
I'm hoping it's for Tour de France, personally.
From the sounds of it, Budge was a tool.
Yeah, Budge is a pretty good, pretty big tool.
I mean, do you blame the sword for the bloodshed, or do you blame the man wielding it?
Well, apparently it was Budge just because someone made Budge. You don't blame a serial killer's parents for the crime a serial killer committed.
You kind of do, though. You know, every time you see him, you're like, what did they do to him?
Yeah, it's often the
Scotty
parents.
nodded, and he is a psychologist. That put me on edge. So you can be like, yeah, of course.
Hey, maybe I'll retract that one then.
Just
Roll that one back, boys.
from
I thought that was a good bar as well.
from what you were saying, Budge, you chose not to.
No, apparently Budge didn't. Budge chose to forgot it.
So doesn't that mean that Budge chose to be a protector, but your creator wanted you to be a weapon and you said no?
Budge didn't say it quick enough, apparently. I can learn letters about as slow as he learned how to count.
Budge just got moody.
Budge just discovered adolescence.
This is his goth period.
Let's
He's
paint him black.
Grieving.
Yeah.
This isn't a phase, Mum.
It's a lifestyle. I got your picture.
Your picture, I'm coming with you.
See. Monarch just pats you. He's like, I believe at you.
Oh, Monarch. One of these days I'm gonna teach you boys about gimmick infringement.
We learned it from you, our liberator.
Yeah, it might be best if you stop learning from
Liberator.
Budge. He might not be the best teacher.
Literally the best teacher.
Can't change the past, Budge. all we can do is move forward and do better. We'll figure out what's happened.
Is he here to say you're not the one that committed homicide? Tell me, please, how does Budge move past this? How do I make it up to Kevin and Hudson?
Look, I don't know how you make it up to Kevin. I don't know how you make it up to Hudson. But all you can do is keep moving forward. For all I fucking know, I ended my entire bloody timeline when I came here. So, you know, you can only really do with, you know, the cards you're dealt. We can't do anything more until we have more answers.
Sorry, Kev just fucking broke me.
I know. He did the same thing to me midway through talking.
Sorry, lads.
Look, Budge just needs to be alone right now.
All right. You know we're here if you need us.
Mm-hmm.
I stay,
And,
No, Monarch, you should probably go to.
but we can be alone together.
that's not really alone, Monarch.
We can be alone together another time.
I open a little portal in my palm for Monarch to
You
just...
just punt him through. Just somewhere off in the distance,
Monarch.
a portal opens and Kevin just watches Monarch goes.
Monarch just slams into the side of my head as I'm walking. I like get firewood or something.
Oh, I love launching the Uncas through portals.
This is gonna become your new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so much fun.
And at this point, Budge will just float to the middle of the oasis.
Face down.
Yeah.
Okay. A paw comes and lands on your back, thinking you're an island of some description.
Ignore it.
Well, with that, I'm going to get my little raptor out, because apparently I don't give him enough love. I'm going to give him a fucking ration bar and let him stretch his little legs.
He rubs his little head against your shin.
You're a good little fella.
Runs off and bites some children.
They probably had it coming.
They're probably learning magic over there, those little rascals. How dare they?
It's almost like it's a witchcraft in as well.
Or wizardry.
Fucking get him.
Either way, it's illegal.
Get him, little raptor. Clever girl.
Broken Tegan.
What specifically broke Tegan by?
I probably have a picture of my main man, fucking Alex Gascoff, the lead singer of all time low.
No, sorry,
That didn't say
just
his name.
just my own internal
No.
just my own internal image of Kevin walking along, getting hit arced to the side of the head. His cow's like, he's a good boy, watching his little raptor run off, just start biting children. Oh, it's okay. They were probably learning magic.
You can justify it that way.
You gotta put your foot down. You gotta be strict with kids, Tegan.
Sorry.
You misbehave and you go get a rapper across the knuckles.
Alright, gang, what's everyone doing?
I'm heading back to you guys.
How far away did you guys walk?
I'm listening to MCR's greatest hits.
Gosh, well.
But I'm also playing D&D.
Okay, so Cal, you return to the group as Budge is just laying face down in the oasis with a porg on his back.
Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
Does
Budge.
anyone else want to talk about their revelations? Reservations.
Reservation for
reservation plans for tonight.
I've got holiday reservations. Yeah.
Who didn't get a revelation there? Was it Doc and Cal, I suppose?
Did you?
No. But I don't count me.
It was mainly Hudson and Budge.
Hudson and
yeah.
Budge, their world
Pretty
got
intense.
turned upside down.
depending on what Doc knows, I'd say find out his god is the grandfather of your god. It's a pretty decent revelation.
I mean, all the gods are related, so.
Yeah, true.
Well,
No,
But
they're
the
not.
fact that they're
No, they're not.
related. Okay. Scott knows.
It's like-
about.
it's
They're
like
related in
dragons.
some type of way.
It's like dragons. We have them, but not really.
I will get.
No,
I
what
will
was
get
gonna
the.
say-
I will get the god family tree to you once I've updated it with the proper names and stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to start off by saying,
What I was gonna say.
go for it,
What I was gonna say.
guys. It's my turn.
Was just the only sort of thing that Doc had, the revelation was just the fact that he'd been abandoned almost by the other gods. But that's not as big as a genocide, I feel like, or your parents are alive.
I don't know. That would be pretty daunting. I'd imagine, like your faith, just a faith that you can feel constantly. Like you feel that connection, feeling to be severed. Like I feel like that...
I'll be following it up, but I'm not as emotionally invested as like my parents / genocide.
You're like, look, if I get an extra 5 minutes at lunch tomorrow, I'll ring up and find out what's wrong with my coverage, why it's so spotty.
Basically.
So, I found a dead spot in my coverage.
No, I think it
Anyway.
was just a routine outage, like the Optus outage the other day.
Routine.
Okay.
Routine.
So Doc, you're there as Cal is walking back. You realize Kevin doesn't look fussed at all by the revelation, and Hudson looks downright chipper, actually.
Yeah, he's flying around just having a good old time up there going, alive.
He's looking in every tree he can find. Is this it?
I'm up high looking for trees.
And he's got his
Yeah.
goggles on as well, so you know he can see those trees from fucking far.
Well, as Cal comes back, Doc will sort of just say, "Any luck?"
He's got his arm back, so that's good.
Oh,
but
that's good.
he's still having trouble dissecting the whole wiped Kevin's family out thing. And Hudson's family. And I think he thinks he killed your family, possibly. And even though he knows that it's impossible, he also killed mine. He's just not really coping right now.
Yeah, I mean, some pretty shitty information to be living with, don't you think?
Oh, 100%.
Look, we can't really do anything for him now, but I think he'll come around. It's Budge, right?
I don't think I've ever seen him this upset.
I think he'll come around. I mean, I hope he does, but...
I'm sure he will. He's quite strong. Has anyone seen Monarch?
Oh, I've seen him.
Did Monarch come back?
Oh yeah, he
He got
returned.
teleported into the side of my head.
Oh, yeah, shit. That was that one?
Where was Budge? Maybe I should go talk to him.
I just point over to like the little island floating through the oasis.
I don't have a second script, boss.
You don't have a second one. You don't have this page? Oh, we're gonna have to improv.
I didn't get sent that page.
If anyone's gonna talk to him, it might be you, Kevin,
That
but I
seems
don't
like
know
it's
if he's...
probably the best course of action.
I don't know if he's ready for it right now. That's the only...
I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, because you.
If he doesn't have the
a lot of good
script, I mean, he
decisions
won't
from
be
Budge.
ready, but yeah.
Alright, I'll walk in the direction that has been pointed. Let's do this.
Well, as you
For
wander over,
No particular reason. 16. Alright, I see where Cal came from, I assume.
I would like to pick up the nearest Akka and be like, all right, little fella, I need you to ask Hudson what we're having for dinner, and I am gonna just launch this Akka.
You just hear.
So Hudson.
Brother, you need to stop tossing markers.
Well, no. To be fair,
Agreed.
what I do is I hold him in my palm like this, and then I open like the portal here, and he drops through it. and then like appears up with Hudson.
You're 30 feet up in the air. That's great for my 1 foot robot buddy.
Hudson, you just watch as this ucker starts to fall past you. You just hear whee as he falls past.
I'll catch him.
Please.
He just looks at you and he's like,
I can't handle a second one.
Oh fuck! I can't talk to Hudson.
What are you doing up here?
I forgot that was just
Can idiot.
I just endangered his life for no reason.
I'll fly back down. How'd this guy get up there?
Oh, I'm playing with some portals.
Oh, can these guys fly?
No.
You hear, Cal sent me, do it again.
I'll put him down.
What time's dinner in the village?
Well, considering it's like 2 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Pretty sure it's 4:30.
No, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
We missed it.
No, you had it. You had the festival, and then the fire happened, and then with the shenanigans of,
I haven't had my second dinner yet.
No.
Second dinner's very important. If this little fella wants to, I'm gonna just open a little portal above the oasis for him, so they can just start doing bombs, just cannonballs. Or if there's like a decent puddle nearby, so that I'm not annoying Budge and that, they're there.
Can you like throw them hard through the portal so that they just hit the water with intent? You know what I mean?
Budge,
Well, that's why I've been opening
How many
portals
are you-
below them.
how many are you doing this to, Cal?
As many as want to go, realistically. As many as.
All of them.
Roll me a d20.
They're
Oh.
lining up.
Oh,
Lining up.
the number represents how many die.
While
one, though.
while Cal is doing this,
15
Budge,
gone.
roll me
Oh
a
my
perception.
god. Way to make Budge more depressed.
Budge, roll me a perception.
Cool.
Wait, I thought Budge walked off into the bushes. Was he in the? How was
I'm in
Cal
the
talking
oasis.
to him?
No,
He's-
I'm in the oasis.
Yeah,
How
he's
was Cal talking to him?
because he was on the
Was he
edge
just
of the
swimming?
oasis at that. No, he was on the edge of the
Yeah.
oasis at that point.
Yeah, it was
The
after the
oasis was,
conversation I
like,
went to swim in the middle.
Huge. Oh, it's only like 35. feet, I
Okay, so Cal, you open up little portals as one after the other, 15 uckers. You just drop them into the oasis,
Fuck you, Cal.
of which you aren't really sure how deep this oasis is at its deepest point, but
Oh no.
you know that
Now
the
they're cleaning
uckers.
the bottom of the ocean. Or the...
Yeah, you know that the uckers don't need to breathe, so this is fine. So
Oh, they don't
it's
need
just.
to breathe.
Psh, 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 psh. However, as you're looking down, Budge, in the darkness, you watch as these little compact creatures land in the water around you as you just see these little headlamps come on, casting light into the darkness as they start to descend deeper and deeper into the deepest parts of this 100-foot oasis.
Buddy.
What's like hypothetically? What would happen if I took my amulet off here?
You would
sunk to
sink.
the bottom? Yeah, like, I mean after that part.
Well,
You'd be
you'll
at the
have.
bottom, chief. What do you mean?
You can certainly try and find out and see what's down there.
Well, someone's got to save my fucking robots, so I'll take off my amulet.
I mean, legitimately, you can just let them walk out.
Well, that's what I was asking. Is there room to like walk out once you get to the bottom?
I mean, they'll have to scale
is-
some drops, but
Yeah, are you able to?
I mean, they can certainly attempt to.
Oh, I hate it when you phrase things like that.
You can try anything.
I'm going to sink and try to help them.
Okay, so you take your ring off and drop
Amulet.
your amulet off and drop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'd assume the amulet could still float, right? Does it need me wearing it to float, or does it just float?
No, I think the amulet actually needs to be on a person to activate.
Oh, okay. Then I'll like yeet it to the edge of the oasis if I can.
Okay, so you yeet it. See if you find that later. As you sink to the bottom, Budge, as you descend further and further down, right now you get the benefit that all of your now gold glowing lines are actually letting off a little bit of light, which is fortunate. I mean, it helps, but you can also see where the uckers are because you can see their little headlamps like bobbing around as they're walking around. As you're watching and peering through the gloom at the bottom of this oasis, of which there's all sorts of freshwater fish and lobsters down here, strange creatures.
Make some friends.
Tonight is not a friend.
As you are walking through some of the water plants, the root systems down here, from like the lilies and whatnot, you can see one of the uckers bobbing around in front of you, and then you see this slight distortion of light before where it was goes dark.
Oh.
I'd like to. I get wade's the right term, I guess.
Yeah,
wade
wade.
over to where it was.
You get over there, your light is giving off a faint gleam. When you see something interesting at the bottom of this pool, it appears to be a figurehead of some description that goes on a ship. It's kind of got a weird shimmer to it, kind of like that strange distortion of light, like Cal's portals.
Can I find whichever Arca was around it nearby? Like, is it on the other side of whatever this thing is, or
You walk all
do
around
I
it.
only see this?
You can roll me an investigation or perception. How depends on how closely you'd like to look at it.
Oh, jeez, it's a tough battle between them.
Roll me athletics
Epic.
to know where this thing goes.
Epic. My robots are dead.
Okay,
You're so happy about it.
I was just trying to bond.
I
I'm
mean
sorry.
it's hard to see. You are walking around, but everything is quite dark, and your attention keeps getting grabbed by this figurehead. Clearly, it's not part of a ship anymore. It's come free, but there's just something about the way that things are interacting with it, like the small fish and lobsters and whatnot. There's the faint haze around it, like there's just something off about it, that there's this kind of almost like an oily glow to it, the way that light shifts on oil.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay. I mean, something about it is so inspiring to you. It looks like, weirdly, as you're reaching out your hand to touch it and you rest your hand on it, the thought crosses your mind, it kind of looks like Hudson in a Superman pose. Just as you touch it. And
God, this is cool.
you feel yourself slide sideways, and the cooling waters of the oasis turn warm as they start to lighten to a lavender starry hue. As you look around in the water around you, it is all shifting colours.
Does anything about what's happening right now feel familiar to me in any way?
Easy answer, no.
Okay, cool. I like easy answers.
You can hear the sound of swooshing and bubbles around you in the darkness, because it is apart from these shifting colours, and it's quite light around you, but there's a strange shadow that seems to be over this whole place. You start to realise why it looks so odd. The water itself isn't blue. It's not like looking through blue water. Whatever light source is in this place is causing a weird distortion in the colour. And as you're looking in the waters around you, you realise a large, dark, serpentine shape is writhing in the distance. The fact that it looks big at this distance, which you've got nothing to grade it by, no scale, but it looks big, and it could be really close, or it could be really far away and huge.
Sick. I'm gonna get eaten, gang.
You are a fish.
How big are we talking with this figurehead? Not the big angry snake man coming towards me. Just like the cool looking
Aarakocra? It would have been the figurehead of a ship, the thing that goes on the front of a ship.
Okay, so it's just that. It's like nothing else from the front of the ship. It's just that one
Just
specific
that.
like statuesque.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So probably can't hide behind that then.
You notice that above you there is a large, blocky kind of shape passing overhead. You notice the shadow passing over you. There seems to be a gold light coming from it.
Oh, Jesus. If I can, I'd like to try wrap my arm around the figurehead and swim up towards the shiny thing, and then eventually the top if I can.
Roll me an athletics.
Athletics.
Okay. As you are swimming, you hear more than you feel as you're managing to... It's heavy and it's hard work, but you are getting push and lift against the weight of your armor. And you hear the sound of bubbles as a golden light seems to land around you as you realize that you have been netted like a fish, and you can feel yourself being dragged upwards.
Oh, fun. Can I try escape the net?
Sure.
Do you need a roll or something, or can I just like try?
Roll me a dex save.
I seem like trying to rip
Acrobatics or a dex save.
Hey Steve, while you do this, I'd like to just apologise in advance and remind you how much I love you.
Rolls are not great tonight.
You find that
New robots
you
found
find
into
that you are getting more and more tangled. However, part of it is because you get distracted because you do see one of that little ucker that had gone missing. He is hanging to the little coattails of the Aarakocra statue.
I would like to grab him and then like open up like the slot in my armor in my arm that I usually do to like house them.
Yep.
So that
He kind of tucks
he's
in.
nice and there and safe.
Tucks in as you find yourself being pulled up to what you can only assume is a ship. Meanwhile, Cal, you're having a
Hello.
great time yeeting ucker after ucker into the water. You do realise after a couple of minutes that Budge has disappeared from the surface. And then you feel that kind of warmth that you have in kind of connection, that you kind of just have that sense, that knowing of Budge being there, vanish.
I don't like that.
It is cold and you are alone.
Fuck.
Mm.
I'm going to instantly close the Ucker portals. No one else is going through.
You hear them groaning and complaining.
And I'm gonna start running towards the oasis, and I'm going to be yelling for everyone to help me. Something's wrong. I'm just gonna be like, guys, something's wrong. Budge is gone.
As soon as Cal calls us to action, Doc will run after him.
I like
Sense.
the idea of hop, step, seal. You Aquaman this shit, Kevin.
Do I just
I've got
infer
a-
that it's in the Oasis? What else is Cal saying? It's just saying something's wrong and is running.
Yeah, basically.
But I'm just yelling that Budge is gone. Something's wrong. Budge is gone.
Alright. Fucking seal token Kevin has arrived on the scene and is diving into the Oasis then.
Okay.
Hudson's doing an aerial search from above, looking down.
Even with your goggles, Hudson, it is hard to see the bottom of this dark place. You can see some faint lights that are the Uckers below. But it is 2 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
Crap, do I get any special seal sense?
Seals.
Is that a thing?
No, like, I think I get better vision in water or something, I thought, but maybe I'm wrong.
You get a swim speed. I think you get advantage on perception checks for smell or something.
I swear there was something like you can see better in water, but I don't know, maybe
I'm pretty sure you've got
wrong.
dark
It's
vision
night,
anyway.
so it's going to even out.
Yeah. As
If
you...
you have
Does
dark vision, yeah.
work underwater?
Yes.
Because, like, the
Seems
water...
to, yeah.
Yeah, dim light.
I guess
And
it's dark.
there are Uckers
Steven's
down there.
going to be like, what do you expect?
Do I see anything when I dive in?
As you start to spiral your way down to the depths, roll me either an investigation if you're having a good look or just perception if you're having a cursory glance.
If there are any Uckers that I can see, I'm like teleporting them back out of this fucking oasis.
Can I inspo that?
Yes, you may.
I will
That's way better. Yes.
Okay, so you're creating these little portals and bringing the Uckers back to you. You know.
Yeah. I've kept up with Cal, so as he hits the water, Doc will be rummaging in his pocket and takes out this little breathing device that I got from that water temple.
Yeah.
I can breathe that underwater. I'll swim really.
Brought him with me now that I think about it, but crap.
I'm diving deep, but since it's dark, I'm gonna cast light.
Okay, so
On some do I see anything closer to the bottom?
you can see rocky formations.
Oh
and
no, I can
whatnot,
cast
don't
light is portable, so I can cast it on. Look, I cast it on my own bloody hand, to be honest.
Okay, so you're swimming with this light out in front of you. Hudson, you can see this from above as it's questing through the water. Kevin, as you are circling down in the kind of vicinity that you can see the lights from the Uckers disappearing, you kind of circle around, you see rocky formations, you can see that there's already a piece of shale down here that has been just a small baseball sized, has been polished by the Ucker that was working on it. And then you can see a figurehead of Hudson.
I can't see Budge and I can't see whatever's attacking him though.
No.
No? Alright. I'm gonna start doing like search patterns. Now I don't know if this helps, but I do have 60 movement speed and it's doubled by my fucking sabatons that I got off of Hito.
Yep.
So I'm wicked fast in the water.
I'm fucking zooming.
I'm like fly.
Doc sees something swim past him in the water, and he's like, "Oh,
So Doc starts casting
Didn't know what that was.
fireball.
you know what? I can't do that. That's Hito, bro. He does the magical resets."
I'm pretty sure. Is it? Wait. Let me double check that this is double. What are they?
Sahara, dude.
Sahara.
Okay. As you make your way around, you do find things like various rocks. You notice that there is occasionally a crate of bottles. Various toys have been thrown in here. There appears to be a weirdly shaped blanket that seems to be weighted down.
A weighted blanket that seems to be. Alright.
Weirdly shaped
like
blanket.
like a carpet that's rolled into a weird shape with a rope and a rock tied to it.
Oh, is it like floating?
Yeah.
Like someone's been murdered in it?
You kind of ignore that and move on.
I'll cut that. I'll cut it from the rope so it floats up, and then like, I'll be like, that's some murder solved. Move
Okay.
on with my day. Just a quick.
Who's that Budge guy again? I saw the
mystery we solve while we're on the way.
Quick little side
That's pure efficiency right there.
Well, he's moving at about 1,000 miles per millisecond, so
I will. Okay, I do need to correct. I've got 60 feet of water.
Yeah.
Swim speed, I
Yep.
believe. The Sabatons only increase it by 15, so technically I have 75. I just double checked the item description.
You're only on 60 now.
But it actually may not, depending on how you want to read this, because it says while wearing them you have a swim speed of 30 feet. If you already have that swim speed, wearing Sabatons increases that speed by 15.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that might be to a max of 45, or do we just want to increase it by 15 by wearing them?
Yeah, something like that. That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
As you are making your way around, you eventually loop the way around through all of the rocky formations, the rocks, the plants, the root systems of lilies and things like this, and you notice that the uckers are still in this particular area around this figurehead.
Alright. I will investigate the figurehead closer, I suppose.
At this
roll an
point,
investigation.
Doc, you are. Yes, I will get an investigation from you. At this point, Doc, you're kind of heading in the same direction of the uckers and approaching.
9. Whoa.
Bro, the rolls are not good tonight.
It
I'm not
is.
investigating shit.
It is an impressive figurehead. It looks
rock
remarkably.
next to it.
It looks remarkably like Hudson. It's got a leather jacket. It's got his arm out. The only difference is it does seem to have a rather majestic cape. Kind
Like
of,
a hero.
yeah.
Do I finally pull up behind him and see this
Sure.
thing? Can I quickly examine it before
like
looking
some
for
help
Hudson?
from Kevin.
Looking for not Hudson.
Roll and
Huh?
examine, please.
Yeah, roll an investigation.
With Kevin's
Invest.
help.
No, he's already rolled.
I
it.
can't help anyone with the 9.
My investigation's not very good.
An 8. I wish I could help him.
It is a
The
beautiful.
rolls are not rolling.
It is a beautiful figurehead. It's got under your light, Doc. You can't help but how you don't know how long it's been down here. Judging by a bit of the waterlogging to it, it's a couple of years old under the water, but it is mahogany. It is a beautiful
Probably about
mahogany.
3 years old, I reckon. All right. Do we see Budge?
You do
anyway?
not see Budge.
Budge yawn.
I'll.
Quick question:
just-
can seals smell underwater?
Yes, you cannot smell
Can I
Budge.
smell Budge?
You cannot
I
smell
can't
Budge.
smell Budge.
I'm starting to wonder if Kev knows how seals work.
I know how seals work. They put on the cape and then you turn into a seal.
Loves your uncle.
He's
At
fucking
this point, the
How
way he's
hard could it
rolling, Kevin is a dugong.
I might be a dugong. I'm gonna
You
eat some
cannot
grass.
call him that. Jeez.
So,
got- He did.
what would you like to do?
He's clearly not anywhere around here, is he?
Nope.
Like, I've searched high and low. Budge has disappeared.
Yep.
Cal,
Cal, as you're standing,
I'm,
just for Cal,
I'm
who is still
enforcing-
standing on the edge of the water, you do notice Budge's amulet of floating, I know, buoyancy, on the sand next to you.
Thinking. Oh.
I'd
If
pick it
it's
up and put it in
buoyant.
my pocket.
I'll gesture, like, with my flipper. I can't speak underwater, I'm a seal. So I'm gonna be like,
I can't
up,
speak either because I got a thing in my
the
mouth.
dock. I'll be like, up. Like, I'll be looking at it, we'll be, like, pointing up.
Just
Any-
slowly
any
raise
sort of
his
affirmative?
arm and point.
Yeah, how?
Like, guess
Can you
I'll
s-
start swimming up.
I'll grab Doc by the collar and pull him up.
Oh,
we're there
shit.
Immediately.
Was not expecting that. I'll hold on for
actually-
dear life.
We jump a little bit when we get out of the water.
Holy fuck!
Ah! Doc's loving that.
Yep.
Free Willy.
Alright,
gets out of the water
return
and
to
he's
shore and I'll de-sealify once we get there.
Yep.
Am I wet when I decloak if I'm on land?
No, you're not.
It's perfectly dry.
Yep.
My suit fresh pressed, I'm looking sharp,
Yep.
and I'm just missing a buddy.
Did you see him at all?
He is not down there.
I mean, he has to be down there. That's where. Didn't he come here to the Oasis, or is he? Did he just wander to the other side?
I don't think so. How's the
Hudson is Hudson flying around?
He's still circling to see him anything.
You've seen them.
Did you see
Yeah, he's seen you
you-
guys emerge because you can see Doc's light.
I'm trying to like wave. Hudson
You kind of
down.
like
Surely
flash
Hudson-
Hudson, yeah.
Hudson
Yeah.
would have grabbed the carpet, right? That I
He has not
I'm
seen the
lucky.
carpet yet. It has not
He's
floated to the
seen
top yet.
carpet, That's just
Hang
gonna
on.
be mystery for tomorrow. Alright.
We're playing tomorrow. Nice.
Hey. Should we go back down and look for him again? Maybe there's a cave or something that we missed.
I'm just yelling at Hudson real quick. Can you see them? Can you see him? Any sign of Budge?
You can see the lights of Uckers. You can see the shadowy water. You can see shifting shadows. With a double take, you're like, is that a carpet?
I'll fly down and grab the carpet.
How much does the carpet weigh? Exactly one skeleton?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright, I'm gonna go back down to the figurehead and have another look. But I'm looking... So... I can tell it's wood, right? Does it... From my previous investigation, did it look like it belonged to a boat?
I mean, it vaguely looks like a figurehead.
Can I look
Or a
to see if it's
statue.
Can I look to see if it's attached to anything underneath it?
Okay.
Before Kevin jumps back, like puts his hood back on, I will grab his arm, put my.
Yeah, we're
Rebreather
going
back
back,
in.
team.
Okay.
I'm
Kelly,
gonna-
you can't
I'm gonna
breathe
ride
underwater, can you?
No, I can't breathe underwater.
Alright.
Shit float.
I'm gonna go back down.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
just
see if
breathe
it's
through a
attached.
portal?
I'm. Hey God. I'm.
Sticks his mouth through a portal.
No, I'm not doing good. My buddy's vanished.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna. If I can't open a portal to Budge, I'm gonna try and communicate with old Lotus Lady. I need a power boost. My buddy's missing.
Okay.
He's been
That's-
missing for 5
That's
seconds.
one choice you could make.
So,
Budge missing 5 seconds. Cal cause apocalypse. Okay.
who do I decide to follow first? As I'm wrapping this up.
Go with them.
Okay, so Kevin and Doc, you make your way back down. You have a look at the figurehead. Roll me a
Weeks to cancel.
an investigation with advantage.
I'm gonna aid Kevin by, like, I'm gonna sort
Hey
of.
man, he already has advantage.
Oh,
Well,
I
I'm
also
just
want to say, like,
automatically,
I
I'm
do
putting a
intend
light
to
on
then,
the figurehead.
Yeah.
if I find nothing,
advantage
I'm
over
gonna start
Kevin.
looking for caves anywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that changes how we should be rolling or anything we're doing.
Nope,
but
you're
I
just
wanna
because you're
outwardly
looking
say
back at that. You're looking at that figurehead to see if it's attached to anything. With a 17, you can see that it was part of a boat. You can actually see the front part of the helm where it was connected. You can see that it has broken off from the front of a ship.
So it's not attached any longer, though.
No.
Okay. Can I then go look for some caves to see if there's like anywhere he could have gone?
Sure.
I feel like the Uckers being here though is like a clear sign that it's still right around here. But I don't know.
You go and search some caves. There are some caves. They're pretty deep. They're not particularly like they're set pretty deep, but they're actually relatively shallow cave systems under this. you can tell that one seems to be a bit of a water source into the oasis itself. And excuse me. Mostly there are creatures inhabiting them, things like lobsters and fish and just a plethora of life that live in the oasis. You do see a couple of small kind of crocodiles as well that are just kind of hanging out, that don't seem to want to bother with you because you are much bigger than they are.
No budge anywhere to be seen. Fuck me. Any other bright ideas, gang?
On the shore, Cal, you can see that Doc and Kevin have descended once more. You could hear them from where you are, that they couldn't find any sign of Budge, but they were going to go have another look. So at a loss, realizing you might need a bit of a boost.
I mean, I'm gonna try with my own magic first.
You can certainly try.
20, nat 20, 20, nat 20. Don't end the world. Don't end the world.
Bro, you feel like 19 up is there to help you. That's
Oh,
19 advantages.
16.
One.
Not a nat 1.
You attempt to cast your portal. However, with the current type of power that you've been wielding, without Budge there to give you a boost, you can't reach him.
What about like this? Fuck. Okay. Well, if I can't reach Budge, I'm just like yelling. I'm like, I know you can fucking hear me. I'll give you anything. I need Budge back.
Oh, buddy. Anything is a lot.
Man.
Okay. You feel instant connection as this entity, which has already been tracking you as a place, you have its attention. You get a whisper of offering, as in your mind's eye you see a singular, tiny, flame red glowing seed, like the ember of a fire, appear.
And she hears, anything may have been a strong term. I mean, there's a large sum of things I would have given you, and there's a list.
The seed hangs there in offering.
I'm pretty sure there's a Bible verse about, you know, low-hanging fruit or some bullshit like that. Do I get the sense that this is gonna give me the boost I need?
Give me the boost.
You can feel power radiating from it. It's hot, so hot that you can actually feel the power radiating from it.
I'm like, I'm not playing games. Is this going to help me bring Budge back or not? I don't have time for your games.
You get no response, just calm, patience, waiting.
Hey guys, anyone else found Budge yet?
I feel like we're searching the caves, dude. We're like 10 minutes away from being back. This is... No, don't worry. Budge just went to a Fallout Boy concert. Chill.
Yeah.
Look, my problem is Budge has vanished completely.
Yeah, I'll send you snaps from the concert.
Yeah, but he could just be anywhere.
But he can't just be anywhere. Like,
He could have just got out and went for a walk. You don't know. You didn't see what happened to him.
he vanished from our plane of existence.
How do you know that?
His connection got severed.
Maybe he's just real
You're
far
also
away.
not there. He's down in the water. Hudson is up trying to scry from the air. You are alone to make this decision, Cal.
You are alone to make this decision.
Oh, fuck.
You do you, boo.
It's a stupid.
You
ass
can see
decision.
it sitting there glowing red hot.
Look, this thing's glowing red hot.
Like a big red button.
Teagues, come on, that's unfair, man.
No, that is not fair.
You know what?
That's
No.
unfair.
Cal has learnt over the last few months that he can trust his friends and that he doesn't have to make every decision by himself. I'm just going to be like, fucking screw you then if you want to play games. I don't need you. And I'm just going to fucking push myself straight past this thing and go back to looking. I'm just going to fucking dive in the water at this point and I'm just going to start looking. I've got no abilities here whatsoever that help, but I'm just splash.
Start doggy paddling your way down.
Is he going down or is he staying at the surface? Because that's a lot of down to go.
Yeah, brother, you do have a fucking amulet in your pocket.
He also can't breathe underwater.
Yeah, you can't-
He's not
can't breathe
attuned.
underwater.
He's not attuned to the amulet, so he won't float.
Forgot about that whole.
Hey, how deep is this?
About 100
100 feet.
feet at the deepest part.
100 feet.
So it's 30 meters or a little bit more.
Pressure's not that bad at 30 feet, right?
Pressure isn't that bad, but the time it takes you to swim that distance.
Yeah, instantaneous teleport. I've got 6 of them. I think I'm
Ooh,
back
he's
there.
trying. Go on, bud. You do you. You got decisions to make. I'm looking in caves and shit. I'm hanging out with the lobsters.
I'm just swimming around, yelling out Budge's name, and I'm yelling to the Archers if they have any idea. I'm like, do you know where he is? What happened? One of the ones I teleported up. I'm yelling at one of the ones I teleported back to the surface.
You just hear back. They just vanished
Where? Where did they vanish?
around that statue of the bird.
Well, I'm just gonna start, I don't know, trying to get someone's fucking attention then.
Hudson can see you bobbing on the surface.
Okay, well, I yell at Hudson. I'm like, they vanished around the statue of a bird.
A bird?
And I am like looking at this Akka for more details. I am like, what bird? Where was it?
Down at the bottom, it's a bird. Going like
It's a
this.
giant- It's a bird doing this at the bottom of the lake, Hudson.
Careful.
I
You
did
can never go
this.
to Melbourne.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
How else am I supposed to do the Superman pose?
Which hero were you salooning?
Anyway,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Anyway.
So, all right, so Hudson's gonna see him say,
I've killed Steve.
my gauntlets. Do they stop me from diving? Because they say they float on water.
they don't stop you from diving, but you will act like a cork. Just boop.
So I can't actually swim down. It'll actually bring me back up again.
Eventually, your force going down will be stopped by the amulets. Yes.
Like a trampoline.
You know, like Mirio in fucking
Like trying to drown
My
a
hero?
like trying to drown a bottle that's full of water or something.
like trying to drown Kevin, who can't be drowned.
I can't be drowned.
You can't be.
Can I be touching the statue? I don't know if we've touched the statue yet.
You have not.
Kevin, you touch the statue?
I touched the statue. Or was I meant to be touching the statue?
I've been waiting to hear.
Kevin! Doc, as you watch, Kevin just vanishes.
Oh wait, Doc would have been touching me while I'm touching the statue though.
Okay? You both just
So
vanish.
do we both go?
You find
You're
yourself...
muted, buddy, too. Beautiful.
You find yourself in this purplish, silvery water. You can tell that there's a strange light source above, so you can tell up from down. You can see the shadows of what appears to be a boat nearby. You can weirdly see Budge as you realize you are also just outside of a golden net that is pulling Budge upwards. The net doesn't seem to be struggling too much. You kind of seem to be almost weightless in this pool. Not like just regular water buoyancy. There's a kind of just almost that sensation of you just floating in space.
Can I still swim?
Yeah, you can still swim. You feel more weightless than if you were in water, though.
Can I go? I'm gonna rush over to Budge and try and cut the fucking thing with my dagger. I don't know the mechanics of using a dagger when I'm a seal, but
I don't think you can use a dagger as a seal.
Bite it.
I can bite it though. I got bite.
Once I've seen them, I'd like to point to the big old lizard thing that's hanging out in here with us.
He points at some kind of giant thing in the distance. As you breach the surface of the water and you realize you've come up alongside what appears to be a narrow looking ship. It has a golden honeycomb of what you can only assume are sails in 3 tiers along.
Oh, they're solar.
As you look out, you can see that this pool that you're floating on, it looks silvery to look upon, but it seems to feed into another pool of a similar color, but of a slightly smaller shape. As you can see this net pulling Budge up to the side of the ship, you can hear people chanting from within.
I'm gonna dive under the water with Scotty, and then I'm gonna like launch up and onto the deck of the boat.
Okay. As you
I'll
land...
just roll initiative real quick.
No, as you land on the deck of this ship, and there is a pool of this silvery mercury-like water around you and Doc, you see some strange creatures looking at you. The gentleman that is hauling up Budge in the net, he's reasonably tall, but he's very, very stocky. He is very solidly built with a large head, large mouth and snout. Looks like a hippopotamus hauling Budge out of the water.
Bottomus.
Alright.
As all of a sudden, you feel something press into your back, Kevin.
Yep. Doc is also here.
They're happy to see you.
They seem happy to see me. I'm gonna like decloak, like undon my cloak, and I'll like hands up, sort of thing.
You don't want to do flippers up?
I don't want to do flippers up because they could be anything.
Oh,
So I'll undon my cloak, hands up.
Tell
I'll
me.
be like,
Tell me.
friend or foe?
Here you are stealing my questions. Now, maybe you'll have the... I don't know, the manners to tell me exactly what the fuck you were doing in the Astral Sea.
Well,
Nope. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Bro, I can't believe it took 20 sessions for Budge to get fished. That feels targeted.
It does feel a little like. I am so concerned for our lads back in the regular planes of existence.
Don't get down here.
They
So,
can't get down. One of them physically cannot get down here, and neither of them know to touch the statue. And I don't know how we get back.
We don't. This is the end for us.
Scotty, you are muted, beautiful. As much as I love to
I was
watch your
saying-
lips move.
Fucking, you should have told me 20 minutes ago when I was talking. And I was like, I'm with Kevin.
I knew you were with me, but like you never said anything, so I'm like, alright, I'm taking the lead on this
I
one.
was trying to talk, but I didn't realize I was muted. I thought you guys were just ignoring me.
So
Oh,
with that,
Scotty, we would
Damn.
never.
with that, we
It's
will
fine.
be back next week to figure out exactly what happens. We're going to see if Hudson and Cal can join them out on their adventures on the
I think we're
Astral
having- let's
Sea.
stay for here. You want to stay here, Huds?
Otherwise, if you like what we do, hit the
Sorry.
follow button. If you would like to, press the subscribe button. Follow us over on YouTube, on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow, and we will see you all next. Actually, we will see you all on Saturday for Equinox.
Fins up too.
Oh, yeah.
See you then, guys.
But I'll tune into the stream.
Bye.
The Astral Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like, how-